Okay, hello, greetings, Chapo. Welcome to the final edition. Welcome to the final edition of the Star Wars, our prequels watch along DVD commentary content for you. We are finishing it out today. This cursed, miserable, just baton death march through a trilogy of films. Yeah, it concludes today with Revenge of the Sith. I don't know.
Any of us are capable of giving a summary of what happened in the last movie?
I'll just say very briefly. We established that Phantom Menace is about intergalactic boy slavery, and the Jedi are kind of like Space Vatican, who honestly should be stopped. Attack of the Clones is about how the boy slave sort of matures into a young man or teenager. And it's about how the trauma inflicted on him by being a boy slave manifests itself both in his sort of burgeoning sexuality, but also tendencies towards violence.
Absolutely.
And then we shall see
cycles of abuse.
Yeah, it's about a cycle of abuse. So we shall see where Revenge of the Sith takes us.
This is the final culmination of the confrontation between Anakin and what was done to him by the Jedi.
Yeah, honestly, we're like trending toward a revisionist take on this whole thing, which is that like the Sith are actually like good. And it was the Jedi that were the evil ones, the intergalactic fascists.
It seems a little on the nose, but sometimes things just are that way.
Okay, let's start Revenge of the Sith.
Let's get that revenge going.
Oh, and hopefully Haley will be joining us halfway through at some point.
I think I might have fucked up the time difference when I said it to her because I think it's 8. I bungled. It's only 8:30 there, so maybe in 30 minutes. At 9 she'll be on. So she might miss the first act, but
an epic bungle.
Hopefully we'll get her encyclopedic knowledge of Star Wars minor characters.
We're gonna need her for the info because she told me a lot of stuff I did not know about the Star Wars universe last time. My mind was kind of blown, honestly.
And one thing in particular I didn't know about Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. Always kind of also suspected. So.
Yeah, no, it really felt like Santa Claus just got shot in the head right in front of me. It was not.
Okay,
all right,
not
we're going to start.
So let's count it down for our listeners. Yeah, Chris, you do the honors.
Star
please.
Wars, 3, 2, 1, and then I'll start on the lightsaber sound. So it goes 3, 2, 1, zhwum.
Okay, we're off.
Right,
we're in. We're off to the races.
Woo! How have they not changed the name of that studio yet?
Because the one would look stupid as like a big.
But we're very, very far into the 21st century by now. We're deep in that motherfucker.
Almost a third of the way.
Yeah. Oh shit! You know what? That's actually true because all the intellectual property they keep mining is all from the 20th century. Yeah.
There you go.
Just regurgitating everything. Oh God!
Okay, here comes that crawl, baby. Show me those words.
Dead zone we live in.
Show me those words.
So those riveting words.
Revenge of the Sith.
Off to a good start.
Okay.
2 exciting things.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again now.
People don't know it, but John Williams wrote that song too.
He did, yes, for Edwin Starr, yeah.
Oh, there are heroes on both sides.
Sure, why not? Why not? What the hell?
Good and evil. Oh my God, was this a Ken Burns joint? Like, what the fuck?
Ken Burns, The Clone Wars.
Okay.
Dearest Dooku, I fear I shall not make it back from these drones.
My dearest Padme.
So the droid generals kidnapped
Grievous.
Palpatine.
Oh, the cursed General Grievous.
True to form of all of these movies, introducing like a new major character in the crawl where they're like, yeah, it's Grievous now. You guys,
hey, it's Grievous.
No one love him.
Grievous.
He's here.
Hey, Paul, you love Grievous? Paul, Grievous, Paul. He's General. He's General Grievous.
I got lots of arms, Dave. Lots of arms, Dave.
Yes, all the lightsabers.
This is kind of a cool opening shot, in my opinion.
Yeah, the
he's
Proto Star Destroyer.
When you discover it's this giant space battle.
But as Haley pointed out last time, Lucas basically didn't direct any of the action scenes in the prequels. He handed those off to the director of photography and the special effects team.
No, Lucas's main contribution was believing that he was creating a Russian novel that had 500 characters. Yeah. So he just kept adding more people. Guys, that's how good it is. That's how you can tell something's good, is that there's more and more people every time.
Every scene that's shot and it looks like two people on Thorazine wandering around a hotel lobby, that was Lucas. If there are any cool shit in the frame, like lightsabers or fucking blasters or spaceships, he did not direct it.
It is funny to watch like the Padme Anakin scenes and be like, oh, this is what Lucas was really focused on. This is that it was consuming his mind.
I think Obi-Wan and Anakin ships are cool. I think they look good.
It looks like we got Haley.
Okay, excellent.
All right, here we go.
1 second. Admit. All right, she should be here in just 1 second.
Okay. She's barely missed. Barely missed.
Good eye. Hey, Haley,
Sorry.
I don't know if you're aware, but there are heroes on both sides.
It might be a second before she actually gets audio interface up. Connecting to audio. This is riveting. We're just narrating a Zoom functionality. Hey, can you hear us?
Okay, there we go.
Great. Welcome.
Haley, did you hear? There are heroes on both sides.
Sorry, I fucked up my understanding of the time difference between New York and Melbourne.
Why don't we have universal time, by the way? Yeah, we should have a universal time. Like, the clock doesn't matter anymore. We should have a universal time zone.
Matt is only saying that because he's invested heavily in blackout curtains.
I have indeed.
Our portfolio is very, very into blackout curtains.
Yeah.
I do like the line in the opening crawl about how there are heroes on both sides of this conflict.
Yeah.
One side of the conflict is fought entirely by brainless Lego men. Like, I don't understand the concept of heroism. Seems
heroic,
to be sort of
brainless Lego men.
You're a heroic robot. You're heroic meat robots. That's all they are. They're meat robots.
Well, no, I'm talking about the ones that are just robots.
And then the other ones are barely human.
Yeah.
Like, how much autonomy does a clone have?
Haley?
Clearly,
Haley?
none of you watched the Clone Wars 6 seasons.
We did not spend
the
the week watching all 300 episodes of it.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Sorry, that was my alarm going off, telling me to wake up to go on this recording.
I feel terrible. I fucked up. I should have double checked myself. Oh boy,
that's cultural imperialism.
I'm sorry. I was doing cultural imperialism.
You did no growth at all, Chris. You did zero growth, buddy. You did zero growth.
I honestly hate it when Australian voices are marginalized.
Yeah, you're not doing bodies or spaces right now, pal.
Oh no, R4.
Oh no, R4 got his dome split. God damn.
Actually, it's a girl robot.
R4.
That's going to make it clear because the audience will be upset. That was a girl robot that Matt misgendered.
Oh no, shit! I didn't know that was a girl bot.
Female coded.
Shit.
You can tell from the distinctive red dome.
Droid coding language is a romance language. You know, they're gendered nouns in droids.
Woo!
So wait, are the red R units girls and the blue R units boys?
Let's say that that's exactly the kind of thing that I would have been told on the playground about Star Wars. I feel like, because you just invent lore on the playground. It's like we all assumed that the green lightsaber meant that you must be a Jedi Master because only Qui-Gon and Luke in Return of the Jedi have them. That's just pure invention.
Yeah, you usually just get to you pick your color, right?
You got to get those little robots off of your ship.
No, it's like the crystal. It's the crystal that you. I did tell you to watch the Clone Wars. This is all in there, but
I'm familiar with Kyber crystals.
Hell yeah, Archer!
Yeah,
split these motherfuckers' wigs.
It's whatever in lore. What lightsaber crystal you get depends on. When you go to Galaxy's Edge, how much you pay. It's based on that.
And we know, and as I think we mentioned on one of the previous episodes of this, what's his name? Mace Windu got a purple lightsaber just because Samuel L. Jackson was like, "Yeah, I want a purple lightsaber."
That was it.
I signed the contract.
That's the pimp color. I want a pimp suit. That's it.
Which sucks because it's like really the only affectation that his character has at all. Like his character
he's totally
is so
colorless.
so bland.
Yeah, he
bland.
also has
no
he also
personality.
has tinted fingers.
He is an Andre he's an interstellar Andre. That's true.
He's devising an exquisite Jedi experience.
Sam Jackson knew to play on George Lucas's insecurities. He's like, if I go and talk to the man, he will want me to stop talking to him and will agree to whatever I ask.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very
to get me to go
he's
away.
a very bullyable nerd. You
God,
definitely
yeah,
can
he
tell.
wants to
Yeah.
minimize human contact. That's his entire goal.
That's why he
I
invented
would think
Jar
about-
Jar and all these CGI actors because it was like, yeah, I don't have to talk to people or relate to them.
By the way, Ahmed Best is apparently.
Here he is. It's hey, Paul Grievous.
All right, Haley, please tell me what the deal is with this guy. He's a robot, but he's got lungs.
He's a
cyborg.
He's a
robot,
Sith.
man.
What is he?
Yeah, he's a cyborg.
What is he?
Yeah.
He's a cyborg.
His species is a Kalish. It's just it looks exactly the same as he does as a robot, but organic. And Count Dooku made his ship crash secretly and used him to experiment on cyborg technology.
So he's like
He's supposed
RoboCop.
to be
Yes,
he's like a proto Darth
So
Vader.
he's like RoboCop.
Oh, so is the idea that they use Grievous technology to build Darth Vader?
Well, that Grievous is the 0.1 prototype for that.
Okay, I get it.
But also
Grievous
crucially,
is like
trained
a
him to
reptilian
fight
RoboCop.
Jedis. Yeah, but he was trained by Dooku to fight and kill Jedi.
But he was
so
not.
he
But
knows,
he's not a Sith.
No, he's not a Force person. He's a robot person.
Okay,
he can
wait
fight
a minute.
with
though.
lightsabers.
Yeah, anyone can fight with lightsabers.
But wait a minute. Does
Okay,
the
it's
fact
just
that
a
he's part robot mean he can't be have Force power?
Well, Darth Vader is part
Yeah,
robot.
exactly. So why would the robotness?
Because he wouldn't have been born with it.
I think what Lucas is saying is that Grievous's species, similar to Jar Jar, is from one of the lower orders of the imbecile races of the galaxy
yes,
that are
the Epsilon
incapable
semi-morons. Yes.
yes.
Yeah. What are the prescribed
There is all this
castes?
stuff.
Yes.
There is all this stuff in the lore about how he's trying to make himself a Jedi. Basically, he's got all these super robot powers.
But he can never do it because his blood is impure.
Yeah, basically. Well, it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be kind of sad and embarrassing that the robot man is trying to make himself.
Oh, he thinks he's people.
Look like his
he thinks
betters.
he thinks he's got a
exactly.
soul. That's adorable. Yeah, this is imperialism. I'm going to write from the point of view of General Grievous fan fiction. It's going to be anti-colonial as shit.
I would like to point out as well that Anakin lost his lightsaber yet again.
What a loser!
Is it supposed to be a bit?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like a humanizing detail, so he's not too much of a badass. He'll still lose his lightsaber from time to time.
R2 is just
And it shows his growth as Darth Vader, who never loses his lightsaber.
there you go. That was the thing we all knew about that character. So this is R2 is just gauzing all over the place. And
He's
setting
doing
his
it.
other
He's
rope.
bossing it, burning it down.
As soon as they got rid of Kenny Baker, they were able to do all
See,
this.
this is the kind of shot that
He
was
wasn't weighing the robot down anymore.
This scene was directed by Lucas when he walks across the stage, walking up to the handrail. He directed that.
I think he does. I think he does enjoy essentially sci-fi West Wing scenes.
Yes, but without any of the urgency.
No,
It's
they're
people
all
sitting
scrolling.
on couches. They're not walking with purpose.
But it's also about
He's-
forming consensus.
Oh yeah.
Goal.
George Lucas has always cared about children's health and development, and he doesn't want to get kids too worked up, in this ADHD age. So he's everything is just gonna be kind of low key. We walk, we don't run on Star Wars.
We don't want to get the
We don't
kids
want to
all
get
wired
anyone
up.
too worked
We
up.
don't want the kids all
Yeah.
wired up before lunch. Yeah, get naked, boys.
He's like, remember the last time we tried to do this and we both got owned super hard? They're like, well, we've had time to prepare. We don't suck. I promise.
Anakin has a new leather slave boy outfit to show up.
Yes.
He looks like a leather child.
That classic saying.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's witty banter.
I'm never sure with the close-ups on Sheev Palpatine, like what we're supposed to think he's thinking.
Yeah, like
because he's sort of grimacing, but which side is he for? And sometimes he says shit like that. He's just like, get.
He's just rooting for he's rooting for a good fair fight. He just wants to see both sides play hard.
It's just nothing with him makes any sense. Nothing with Palpatine
He's in it for the
makes
sportsmanship.
Any sense.
Yeah, like, are we supposed to? Well, I guess he's been grooming Anakin to become.
Yeah, and so he wants to see him defeat Dooku and to prove that he is superior to Dooku,
and also crucially kill Dooku.
Yeah, because that's what you got to do. It's like why he wanted Luke. That's why he wanted Luke to kill Vader.
Yeah, blood in, blood out.
Oh, I love his angry face.
He looks so pissed.
He looks like a baby imitating an angry face.
Yes, he's like a little boss baby with a sword.
So at what point?
I think it's
give him 2 hands. Hey, let's give Count Dooku a hand. Let's give him 2 hands.
Kill him.
Kill him. Kill him.
The "do it" coming up is one of the best line readings in this entire series.
Kill him.
Oh, this seems like a bad idea.
I don't know. Oh,
I shouldn't. I shouldn't.
Oh, boy. Oh, shucks.
do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
Oh, yeah, there he goes.
Be all you can be.
That was the assassination of Seth Rich, Hillary Clinton, and John Podesta.
Do it.
Yep, you got to kill him before you spill.
Hillary in the background doing the do it. Kill it.
Yes, that is her.
Kill Seth.
By the way, it's like 10 minutes into this movie, and we've already said goodbye permanently to the last good actor.
Yes, there will be no more good acting for the rest of the movie.
Except
now, what Ian McDiarmid does is not good, but it is fun. I will say
entertaining.
that. The Emperor is by far the best part of this movie. Is the Emperor just like
the most
gnawing on the fucking scenery?
When he goes sicko mode at the end of the movie, it's pretty cool.
Mode, and it rules.
He goes electro mode.
He goes electro
mode.
It
X
rules.
Game style.
Quickly, I'll never make it.
I would say that Ian McDiarmid is probably the best performance in this entire.
Oh yeah, no, he's the guy who gives it any vim or vigor or anything. Harrison Ford is sleepwalking.
He's a joy every time he shows up.
Yeah,
even in the shitty one.
Harrison Ford phoned it in after the first one.
God,
Wilhelm
the Emperor was so much better in the new shitty one than Harrison Ford's just turning up on set for one day.
Oh my god,
he's so tired. I love it. He's wearing sweatpants and a hoodie.
He thought, and originally it was supposed to be that Han Solo was supposed to die at the end of Empire, and that would have been perfect. And then George Lucas basically bitched out and couldn't stick with that and had to bring it back.
He wasn't supposed to die, but
were they going to kill him?
But they didn't. They didn't. He was only contracted for the first.
Well, they should have killed him.
So they would have killed him, but he ended up agreeing to.
And he shouldn't have signed that.
The third one.
They should have killed him. That would have been better.
They drove a Brinks truck up to my house. I'm not made of stone.
But he did try to get them to kill him in
and that
Return
would
of
have
the
been the
Jedi
correct
when they're
artistic
making it.
move.
Yeah.
So
what I love
don't
about
blame him for phoning it in these later movies. He told them what to do, and they didn't listen.
What I love,
in the last one, he Harrison Ford in all of his recent movie appearances, it looks like there's a green screen wall that he's slouching against in every single scene they've had to remove because he can't support his own weight.
Well,
just
Haley,
sheer laziness.
that's what I was gonna say.
He just
my
can't
favorite
do it.
thing about late stage Harrison Ford, particularly his appearances in the new Star Wars movies and Blade Runner, is like it's one of the few times where like I can see someone acting in a movie and be 1,000% certain that they are just baked out of their mind while
every
working.
day, baby,
just chewed out.
The man is
completely.
a fucking weed lord.
That's why I fuck. I always.
But that's why I respect that he told them. He told them after Empire. He said, "If you keep me around, if you give me the money, I'm not going to say no because it's money. But if you keep me around, I am not going to give a shit.
Absolutely.
I am checked out from this point." Just to warn you. And they said, fair enough, but we don't care. We want to keep you around. And now what do we have? Like, a bunch of dog shit performances.
And it's like when he came back for the awful Indiana Jones 4, the Christmas movie,
dog shit,
which is just like embarrassing. We
that was his passion project. That was him putting effort in.
Well, yes, that's what I mean. Like essentially, like the movie was bad. We actually rewatched it when we were in Iowa, and like the first third is actually pretty good.
Solid in
like,
the U.S.
People
stuff in the U.S. is good.
The nuking the fridge stuff is being like they're awful.
That's
like
good.
Where everyone actually that's good.
I will
defend
that scene. I never understood how that was supposed to be a bad scene. When I saw it, that was a highlight to me.
The Area 51,
like
the Area 51 segment, and then like the motorcycle chase through Yale
awesome.
Is like all good.
Spielberg at his best.
And as soon as they leave America and get to
Garbage.
South America, it becomes unwatchable.
Horrible. Nothing good.
But crucially, what's his name? Harrison Ford is like he's in the costume. He's running around. He's on set. Like he's in every scene. Whereas in like the new shit, it's like you can totally tell he's like, I'm wearing my own clothes to set. Yes, I will be filmed in front of a green screen, and my character will be sitting down for every line I deliver.
Sitting down or slouching the entire time.
He couldn't. He didn't
Blade
even,
Runner 2.
He didn't even bother to get a haircut for that last one for Rise of the Skywalker. He just get a haircut.
He's grown it out.
Yeah, he's
grown it out in the spirit world.
Your hair is notably longer than it was when your character died.
Well, it's because it was Ben Skywalker's like a memory of Han Solo. So he's remembering him like a bit earlier when he had like a longer hair.
It was so funny though. Clearly, he just did not give a shit.
I would love to see like the negotiations between like Disney and his agent, where they're like, "Okay, we will give him $50 million to say 4 lines, but can he commit to shave before his filming day?" No.
No deal. No fucking deal. I walk.
Can I hotbox the set on every take? If not, I'm out of here.
He looks like Morty Seinfeld wearing the world's ¡1 dad shirt. You know that image?
Oh my god!
That's
his scene in Blade Runner
robots were pretty cool.
It's like in each movie they have a new level like of class of droid. Because in the first movie, the Lego men are like
useless.
No, the Lego men are total pawns. Like they're useless. And then there's the ones that roll and have shields, slightly better. And then in the second one, there's like the walking ones that have guns on their arms.
like the Battlestar Galactica.
They all score 0 hits against Jedi. They all suck.
They kill a lot of those nameless background.
Yeah, but that's all of them together.
Really
like they don't show that they as they get bigger, they're more of a threat. They're dispatched just as easily as the little Lego men. Grievous! Hey, Greavy!
Also, Haley, like, in Blade Runner 2049...
I love that Anakin and...
In Blade
they're just killing these helpless droids who are running away. Like, these droids, in their terror at losing life, they've like developed sentience and are trying to preserve their new consciousness, and they're just mowing them down while they're trying to escape.
No, all I can feel is fear and horror.
Why did you create me?
Why did you create me to feel this? Dead. God, that's brutal.
Just the last thing, the Harrison Ford in Blade Runner 2049. He's in like the last third of that movie, but like most of his on-screen time and dialogue. Like Ryan Drive Gosling shows up at Deckard's like apartment in Vegas that he's been living in for the last like 20 or 30 years. And it is just like Harrison Ford's house. Like he's just in a t-shirt hanging out. And he's just like, here's all my stuff, all my memorabilia, and I'm not going to do anything, but you know, hey, it's me. Hi everyone. It's Rick Deckard.
Check, please.
This is just every every Harrison Ford franchise is just going to have the episode where they go to his house and Harrison Ford passes on his mantle to another Harrison Ford like young actor who can't sustain the franchise.
Seen, Expendables 3, the one he was in?
No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah.
Right. I've not seen any of the
Expendables. He plays a CIA agent.
They're awful. They're awful.
Oh, they're dog shit. And he plays a CIA agent who is trying to recruit Stallone and his Expendables for some mission. And he has two scenes, one at the beginning and one at the end. The one at the beginning, he's sitting in a chair and having a conversation. And then at the end, he comes to save them, but while flying a helicopter. And it's clear that they just shot him in the cab of a truck or something, and then intercut it with the fucking helicopter.
He can fly
and
planes.
His character's name is Drummer, and he says as he's dropping bombs as the helicopter pilot, he goes with this exact inflection, "Drummer in the house."
You can see a scotch that they left in the background, but it's like J and B. It's not even good scotch. Harrison Ford probably drinks Folgers.
Absolutely.
Every morning.
He's zoomed out of his gourd. He doesn't taste anything.
Yeah.
No, but Haley is right. Harrison Ford can fly planes, though, and famously crash them.
Probably crash them because he gets high all the time.
Yeah,
well, then
he's a blunt flying
he can't fly planes, can he?
Yeah. Well, he's still alive. He's still around. He knows how to crash them. It's not the flying them that's the skill. It's the knowing how to crash them properly. That takes.
What is this monorail ass fucking bullshit vehicle?
Welcome to the Magic Kingdom.
Ass shit right here.
Why is it
it's the old Republic. The old Republic was just Epcot Center.
Yeah, this is just gonna take you on a boat tour across the Thames. It's not cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Palpatine got rescued from an intergalactic kidnapping scandal. The ruler of the galaxy, and they put him on the scenic railway to get back home of his Jedi friends.
I would like to make a note that this is the only one of the prequel movies where they got the hair for these characters right. It's not overtly embarrassing. Ewan McGregor and
Ewan McGregor, his
Ewan
quaff
McGregor looks good.
Yeah,
Hayden Christensen finally looks
Well, he's another highlight.
Looks like a hero.
McGregor
I don't
for
like
me
his
is
hair,
another
but McGregor's
highlight of
great.
these series. I like McGregor in this a lot.
Yeah.
He's having a really fun
best.
time.
Oh, I love that. That's the Twi'lek, right? You were telling us the
ugly ass Twi'lek
are disgusting slobs, and all the women are sexy.
They're just
okay.
The Twi'leks are Armenians.
He's bad.
Yes. Yes, they're either Rob Kardashian or Kim Kardashian.
All the Twi'lek men are hideous, overweight creatures.
Go work on your designer sock line, motherfucker.
They're also all coded insults of various 90s Republican politicians, I think, like the Nemoidians and all the senator characters.
Oh, that's
not.
I love that. That's what George Lucas thinks that political satire is like Mad Magazine. Senator Eugene Blackman.
By the way, R.I.P. Mort Drucker.
Yeah, R.I.P. to a legend.
To God, the absolute God.
I had a cracked subscription as a young man.
Me too.
I had a subscription to Mad and Cracked magazine at one point.
King. That's the way to go.
I remember.
I still love Mad Magazine. Like when I find old ones that have at least a good cover on them, I'll still buy them.
I remember.
Have you guys been to the Mad offices?
I remember when I was a kid.
Oh God, we haven't been
summer
to the Mad
vacation.
It would be depressing because now it's probably got to be an awful tech campus now, right?
It's over at where all the DC.
Because I would want to imagine it like Bart Simpson did when he went there, and it was literally it was Alfred E. Newman being like, "Give me Kropotnik and phone bone, and where are my pastrami sandwiches?" There's guys bouncing around on unicycles and shit.
Exactly.
If it's not like that, I don't want to see it.
Here's a bit of Menaker family secret lore and history. I forget who.
Your father is the Mad Magazine.
I will. I gotta find out who their names are. But several of the original creators of Mad Magazine went to the socialist boys camp that my dad's uncles ran in Massachusetts.
Yeah, no, it was all red diaper babies, like William Gaines.
What kind of boys
Gaines
camp?
was a commie, basically.
Well, the main cover illustrator was also in a same-sex relationship for like 30 fucking years. And when I worked for like an arts and culture thing, I found his personal blog, and he posted all of his like wedding photos, and they're just two old gays that have been together forever, and finally like same-sex marriage was legal. So they would be like it was two guys with shaved heads and handlebar mustaches and their dogs. It was really cute.
That's sweet.
It was really adorable. And the whole like the Mad offices made them a special like illustration, like, you know, Mad style cover, and like they had like a little party for them with the cake. And it's like, I don't know, it's just really interesting that like they were like this actual bastion of sort of actual like sort of liberal values and kind of red diaper babies, and they were the most base childish humor in the world.
Well, I mean, no, like Mad Magazine like helped define like what it meant to be like skeptical of government claims, and you know, like
they're laughing
claims.
at people.
Like,
I would cite them as a like, pretty major influence.
The Mad Magazine perspective on the world is that like everyone is trying to sell you something.
Yeah.
And just figuring out what it is. And that's a very good heuristic. It's one of the best ones you can have in this fucking world.
And Matt,
as opposed to
like
just credulously believing anything.
You know, like also like wacky packs and like a lot of those artists doing the same kind of thing. Like that era, I don't know, it was very irreverent, and it was like kind of a joyful, like making fun of everyone, not in a like, you know, no golden calf left unslaughtered, but like an actual, like, isn't this silly, like a joyful laughing at things. I would say Mad Magazine was a major influence on me.
It is definitely, and also like the Matt. Like
I want to just interject really quickly that the wipes in this movie get out of control later, and we just saw two crazy ones.
The man is a king of the man was a king of wipes.
Yeah.
There is one wipe later in this movie that I posted on Twitter as I was rewatching these that is so fucking hilarious to me, and I'll point it out when it comes through. But yes, also Mad Magazine rules. Sorry to interject.
She's in curly hair mode.
Yes.
Yeah.
You done curled them toes and curled that hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is also established. Like her hair gets, she gets a perm after they have sex.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the Leia buns in the last scene, which would require perfectly straight hair, right?
Yeah.
You are so beautiful.
You would have to flat iron it really hard.
I love these tender moments between them. They're so good.
1 second, I have to go. I have to stop my video for a second.
Sparks are flying.
That wipe. The 6-quadrant wipe is so fucking funny.
That's a kingly wipe. That is a king's wipe, sir.
That's what like iMovie does to like a family vacation video.
Yeah, they got an updated Avid expansion pack, and Lucas was just scrolling through the wipes, being like, "Oh boy."
So that is what I would call the king's wipe.
Okay, also similar to Attack of the Clones, when he has sex, her hair gets permed, and then he has a nightmare. Every sexual encounter he has with her ends up in like a like night terror, like drenched in sweat, screaming.
Yeah, it's very triggering to him to have sex with her.
Ladies, don't get a perm.
It does make you wonder, like, is he freaking out because he doesn't really feel like he's doing this of his own volition, or what's the deal?
Chill zone.
It's just their routine. It's his aftercare. Is they have sex, and then he needs to go stare at the sunset for a while.
This is a dope terrace, though. What a view! God, what is it? What is it a rent like here in Coruscant?
Oh my God! Can you imagine what Coruscant rent is like?
Oh, thank you. Look, you put on the necklace I made for you when I was a boy.
I have to say,
when we met when I was a child.
The costume design in these movies is one of the most disappointing things. That looks so fucking cheap. Those look
really
like
whack.
plastic
Oh my God,
pearls.
that does look terrible.
That is a bolt of polyester.
Oh, that looks like shit, dog.
Like they They do such a bad job with wardrobe.
Junk drawer for that.
Do you remember how good the costumes in The Fifth Element were?
Yes, that was what I was about to say. I mean, they actually got actual models and designers. It was Jean-Paul Gaultier who did the.
Oh right, yeah.
Like that's because Lucas doesn't care about world building. He doesn't care if it's.
He doesn't. He just keeps wanting to add characters.
I mean, my God, his idea for another prequel, if he'd kept it and done more movies, it was going to be about midichlorians fighting in people's bloodstreams like Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, it would have.
What? Are you not aware of that? I need a fact check on that. I need a fact check on that.
No,
going into the midichlorians.
Haley knows.
Yeah,
Haley knows. Yeah. Imagine that.
God.
Some CGI like mini people fighting with like mini lightsabers to like battle over somebody's like vas deferens or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have had like he like created all the race stuff, like the idea of like this
because
desert child.
His idea was that like what midichlorians are like bacteria, like they're living creatures.
Yeah, they're your intestinal flora.
And that means that they are, like, if you go down enough, they are actual, like, people with
I don't think
consciousness. And then they, like,
some people learn to use the Force. Other people just have some kombucha and some yogurt. It's fine.
It's just wild to imagine, like, the Episode 7 George Lucas, because the first half would have been the same, except Rey would have gone, like, straight to meet Luke Skywalker, and then they would have gone inside the Force to fight midichlorians.
Yeah.
Just like, that would have been the most amazing
it would have been like
turn.
Fantastic Voyage.
It would have been better than what they came up with.
Fantastic Voyage is cool.
I don't think that's true.
No.
I could be wrong, though.
You're watching Revenge of the Sith, and you're saying...
I don't know, man. Rise of Skywalker was the most brutally savage piece of anti-art I've ever seen. I was exultant.
Haley, we saw that movie together, and Matt came out of that movie overjoyed.
Yep.
He was beaming. He couldn't stop talking.
I loved it.
He had a smile from ear to ear, like outside the movie theater, just yelling about how it was a nihilistic assault on all meaning itself that had raped the souls of everyone who had just watched it, and he couldn't have been happier.
Yep. Just a theater of intentional cruelty and violence and like contempt for the audience, nihilism. It's so awesome, man.
It doesn't sound too bad. You had an ecstatic experience watching The Rise of Skywalker. It's pretty good.
It sounds similar to me watching Cats, of being like every part of this is utterly abhorrent and an assault on the senses and completely deranged, but I am entertained by every moment of it.
I loved it so much.
It's not even unironically
It's like
good
the way
movie.
that every scene was disconnected from it, the way that they took pains to like say, by the way, directly to his face. Like they basically had Mark Hamill turn to the camera and say, Rian Johnson is a dipshit who doesn't know what he's talking about. Ignore everything he said, and his movie is stupid, and I'm sorry we ever made it, and forget it happened. He literally just does that. He goes, I was wrong. Hi, I'm the ghost after I died. I was wrong. That was all bullshit.
Yeah, that scene where Poe Dameron says, somehow we didn't fire Rian Johnson, but we fired every other director who has worked for us. That's so wild.
It revealed what Star Wars is. Absent like collaboration, absent like an artistic motive, if it's just a piece of property, if it's just a piece of intellectual property, which is what it became the moment they bought it from Lucas, then it can only be this. It can only be this disgusting machinery of like lowest common denominator crap. And this is what you get.
Stripped
stripped of everything. And this is what you get.
Of
and
meaning or intent
and this
or
is what
anything.
you wanted, and this is what you get. And if it sucks, then think about that for a second.
And this is what we've always been saying about the prequels, like the overall take of them is like, the artistic merit of them or not, is that, I mean, we see how bad these are.
Yeah.
But it's still like there is weirdness in these movies or scenes and lines that you remember that I've retained nothing of the new.
Oh no! Everything goes through you like shit through a goose.
Another classic
they
one.
know
That was a great one.
You remember things from this movie because they directly quote "Revenge of the Sith" in Rise of Skywalker as like a major plot point. Like that's
what was that? What was that?
He says like the dark side is a gateway to many powers some consider unnatural. Like he does that line again.
Yeah. Oh,
in
right,
Rise of
right.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
It's like J.J. Abrams, who like predicated all of like The Force Awakens on this isn't the shitty George Lucas prequels, then goes and has to quote Revenge of the Sith and bring back Palpatine in the third one.
Nothing has any weight to it because it's all just vaporous. And that's why it's good, because it has to. You have to reveal. You have to look at what you've done. You've stripped this thing, which is Star Wars is not Lucas's. It's not the markets. It's not Disney's. It's everyone's. It's fucking like modern day mythology, and like trying to turn it into a commodity made it into what it was. Shit.
Joseph Campbell spent like 9 weeks filming that series at Lucasfilm and didn't get that through to him.
Yeah,
before he died.
It's amazing. No, at the end of it, he's like, "Yeah, this was my idea completely." Like, that's what you got out of this, you fucking dullard.
Well, it was after that, that Joseph Campbell, that big documentary he did with, is it Bill Moyers? Anyway,
Bill Moyers, yes.
That George Lucas started coming out with, I envisioned all of these as one story from the start, back in the 70s.
Lying
and the prequels are just the start of the chapter that I wrote out fully, and I didn't have time to film, so I just said, I'll put that aside for 1999.
There were so many
I'll do it later.
There were so many dewbacks I wanted in the original version, but I couldn't. I just, everywhere I saw like this, the emotional meaning of this would be so much heavier if there were dewbacks somewhere you could see it in the background.
His original outline was like Moby Dick, in that there were just whole movies that were like explorations of the biology. Descriptions of their blubber and physiology.
That's what it makes it out to be.
Yeah.
But
what is the skin of the Twi'lek?
But if you read the,
I want to find out. That's all I know.
It's very soft.
It's the blueness of the skin is what drives me.
It's like a milky blue. It's nice.
The rails that bend my brain. I just want to point out that the Jedi Council scene, another riveting moment of taking place in the Jedi office building. Another great.
I love
Yoda
those
line
meetings.
There. Another great Yoda line. Good relations with Wookiees. I have. And they said like the Wookiee planet is about to fall to the Lego Man army, and they were like, okay, this is crucial. We have to like send an attack group there now because it's very strategic. That I don't know, like the planet full of like hunter-gatherer tree bears.
The tree bears. The tree bear people.
Because it has
so cute.
It has a military presence. They've got a military base on the planet that they can't let fall.
It's a strategic.
It's about
It's
imperialism.
so important that it's been.
That makes sense.
It's such an important base that's been completely controlled by tree bears.
The Wookiees were at one point, like that was in like an early draft for Star Wars. The original was that the final battle would be on the Wookiee planet, and it was that the Wookiee were like the Viet Cong. So
yes, I remember hearing.
He's still working with that probably to some extent.
Instead of that incredibly cool idea, they ended up with the Ewoks as the cute Viet Cong.
Yay, the cute Viet Cong.
I was reading the making of Return of the Jedi, and there's like this interview notes of just like a meeting between like Lucas and other people, Richard Marquand and everyone, and Lucas is just going like, look, I know the problem is the Ewoks. I know if I got rid of the Ewoks, I could make all of our problems go away.
But
it's not happening. This is great.
Well, the funny thing is if you just did the Ewok segment with Wookiees, a character we already know and think is cool,
are actually formidable and could kick the ass
and are
conceivably of the Imperial Army,
and are basically an anagram of the they're. It's like, what if they're the same thing but with like the same 5 letters but smaller? I mean, they're they're the same fucking thing. Like it's not a big
they're pocket-sized Ewoks, or they're pocket-sized Wookiees. Why do that?
You think
Why
it was
make a demi Wookiee?
Like a union thing, like it would have been more expensive to hire a bunch of like really large actors to put on the costume than just like a whole bunch of children and little people.
The constraints of the market.
There seem to be like, I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of the little person acting industry, but it seems like they have some sort of like actors guild.
Yeah, like a little Billy Barty and those guys.
I believe
because for characters like that, you can't use children for an X amount of hours, or it violates labor laws.
I also believe that happened after the Wizard of Oz. Because like they were like, hey, look, there's but apparently a lot of them were former like vaudeville and circus employees, and they were apparently wild drunk because they were road dogs. They weren't like yeah.
That's all the stories from filming Return of the Jedi, is that all the Ewok actors are wild,
wasted. Those scenes where they're just jumping around, like throwing up the guns. That's just them, just hanging out.
Yeah.
Another wipe.
The Ewoks would be cooler if that's how they portrayed them. Is like, oh, you approach them as like these adorable little,
they should be
little
little
bear creatures,
scumbags.
and you go to their village, and it's just like a fucking biker's bar.
There's another hot ass Twi'lek. Look at that hot ass Twi'lek.
That one's pink.
Yeah.
Hey, it'd be great if they bring back, like, that's like Mando
Twilight's
could do.
hot, man.
Is if Mandalorian has like an Ewok next season, I'll be very happy. Just like a dirty little rabid Ewok.
They should have a
a
little mangy Ewok.
Yeah,
and
like a little
gremlin,
crucially,
like a little Ewok with a little knife, basically like the Muppets,
like
in Adventure
Fizzgate
Brothers.
from the Dark Crystal.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
The Chapo system. This is where we're going to hear about the unnatural.
This is.
Sciences,
I also
right?
like the entertainment, like the high sort of space operas.
Yes,
like
the
looking at
high
giant
space
bubble.
opera. We're gonna go look at
Palpatine
the
is
orbs.
Canonically fucking
It's orbs.
the bulge lady in the chandelier.
Look at the
He
orbs.
is? Wait, is that Ray's grandma?
That's not Ray's grandma, but in
No way, you can't
canon
make sense of
material,
that. Don't
he
even
has
try to
been
think-
fucking her. He had the illegitimate child Trioculus.
Look at those orbs. God, those orbs.
Trioculus. That's their name. It was like a three-eyed Cyclops. Because of Palpatine.
That's not a Cyclops.
That's a Triclops.
That's a Triclops.
That's a
yeah,
Triclops.
Come on.
Yes, that's a Triclops. Speaking
It's
of
a three-eyed
Triclops,
Cyclops because Palpatine's sperm is not good, and but
It's corrupted by the dark
Yeah.
side.
Triclops.
But Ray's normal.
well, Rey was like the result of evil cloning, so it's different.
So does that mean that, like, canonically, Palpatine's dick don't work?
Yeah, he
why
cloned
he's
himself, and he made a dud son who couldn't do the Force, and he escaped, had sex with a lady, and that's how Rey became Rey.
And he
It's in
killed
the
them when he
novelization.
found them, right?
Interesting.
He killed them when he found
All
them.
extremely clear from Rise
Wait a minute.
Rise of
He
Skywalker.
killed them when he found them, right?
Yeah,
Okay, right. And then she was left on the island. Or
yeah.
the desert.
Well, on the planet, on the island in space.
Yeah, the
I love-
space island. Yeah.
Dude, I love to clone myself a dud son. You got the dud.
So, like, all right. So does this just mean that, like, why is Palpatine? Is his impotence like key, or is it just secondary? Does he happen to be impotent?
It's just
It's
giving him
probably
death,
from-
and the sun also rises.
It's probably from like dark side corruption. Like he just lost
Makes
that
your dick
ability.
fall off. Damn.
Yeah,
He's literally so evil his dick doesn't work.
Shit. That might be it.
it's a T blocker as well.
I'll be honest, it has not been my experience that that's how it works. If anything, it's the inverse.
Well, would Anakin be as on board with this if he knew that if he got as evil and powerful as Palpatine, that
His dick wouldn't work.
Dick and sperm would no longer
They
work,
don't tell you about that.
thus invalidating the meaning, the reason that he's trying to do this.
Well, Darth Vader's dick must not work, right?
No, he doesn't even have a dick. That shit got burned
that's
off.
that's for reasons of fire.
His
Yeah.
dick got cauterized.
Wait,
son.
guys, did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis?
Oh, here we
the Wise?
go.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
This
can we give it up
motherfucker.
again for these orbs? They fucking
Orbs.
they rule. They fucking rule.
It does look like sperm attempting to
Fertilize an
penetrate
egg, yeah.
Like right
You're-
here,
you're
yeah.
telling-
I mean,
you're
they're
telling
top
me you
shelf
wouldn't-
orbs.
Okay, you're telling me you wouldn't want to go to the Orb concert after, or maybe on mushrooms or acid, man.
yeah.
Acid?
Just tapped up a
Looking
couple-
at the orbs,
couple of
hearing about
tabs of
Darth
Owlsley.
Plagueis. Woo, boy.
Get a little window pane and look at the orbs all night. Ooh. Honey, let's go down to Coruscant.
I like, Matt, that you have not pronounced the name of the city planet correctly even once.
Fuck
Even
that place.
once.
It's not real. I don't need to know how to say it because there is no correct way because it's not a real place.
I hear coded anti-New York City bias in this. And I see you. I see you are seen, Matt Grisman.
Well, we'll see whatever you need to see. I'm just saying that I don't care about this fake city planet, these cosmopolitan types. You know, these
everyone on
city
planet values,
these hustlers, your Wattos, your Howard Ratners. Your Michael Bloombergs.
I like that.
Star Wars Howie Ratner just ruining his life betting on pod racing.
Come on, Sepulveda, you gonna take that? Come on,
like,
Sepulveda, you want to win
my part about gambling. I can't believe
it. 15 fucking activators.
That's the best part about gambling. I'm a lifelong Sepulveda fan.
He has the energy of a really world-weary queen. Like, he reminds me of, in Magnolia, the guy that William H. Macy is competing with for the bartender.
Yes. The guy from The Burbs and
do you have him in your heart?
Brothers.
Do you have him in your heart?
Henry Gibson.
Yes,
yes,
yeah.
I even
That's
have
very,
love
very
for you.
accurate. So does that mean that he is gay and that he acts on it, or he's just sort of like Tim Gunn, where he's like gay but asexual?
I think I don't think these categories apply. I think this is it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
I'm just interested. I don't know.
I like those kind of dragonfly ornithopter things in the last scene.
Yeah, they're pretty pimp.
Pretty cool.
Pretty
cool.
pimp. Pretty pimped up.
Again, to find good things in these movies, all the ships and stuff in the prequels
they
are
look
pretty
great.
Well,
Well, they look a little
Some of them.
They look a little iPod-y. They all look like
The
iPods.
military ones look good.
yeah, the Naboo transfer
a lot
ships
of
are a
them,
little
they
too
look
slick for me.
over-designed. Like, there's a lot of these Republic ships. Is this way too much? Like the originals, there's like a simplicity. You can make out the shape. All
Yeah.
these
It
ships
looks
is just like
X-wing, a
You know what
Y-wing.
the
there's
thing
too many
is?
things.
They
The other
look like
thing is that like this was sort of the era when steampunk came around, and there was that same kind of maximalist things. Like we have to add more goggles and more gears that don't do anything.
Yeah,
and that's
everything
kind
on
of
this
what,
You know what
Wookiee
they look
planet has
like?
been
You know what
like
they look
craft
like?
steampunked.
I realize what they look like. They look like if Cletus, the Fox News football robot, was turned into a ship. Like
This
very
is-
late 90s, like techno sleekness.
This is
Not
another
good.
instance of tricking a very dumb indigenous alien race into just charging
Just being your
directly
front line.
into
Cannon
the
fodder.
meat cannon. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, they're all just
the
lined up.
stupid frog people
all-
and
all
now
of
the
these-
stupid bear people.
Wait a second. All of these dumb tree bears were all grouped together as tightly as possible on
Yeah.
a beachhead as like the D-Day invasion happens. Like not good. Very
get
very
into
bad
the-
strategy.
Our
Very bad tactics.
our valuable clones will hide in the tree and snipe them.
They're like the
Yeah, exactly.
Australians. They're like the Australians at Gallipoli.
Gallipoli, yeah.
This is Anzac Day for the fucking Wookiees.
Waltzing Matilda.
Yeah, this is D-Day, but the
waltzing
Wookiees are the
Matilda.
people in the trenches being
In
massacred.
1915, my Yoda said, son, it's time to stop gambling because there's work to be done. So they gave me a laser crossbow and they gave me a belt. And they sent me away to the war.
A belt that I wore on my shoulders for some reason.
This we're honoring some Australian history here for
Yeah. Anzac Day, baby. Gallipoli. Another one of Churchill's bungles. In the long line of Winston
Many.
Churchill-related bungles was that brilliant idea of his. We'll capture the fucking Bosphorus and trade Istanbul for Berlin or
BRB.
something. Just
But
very
if
dumb.
you had brought him up on it, he would have had like a very witty drunk guy retort. So it kind of balances out. That is my favorite thing about Churchill. It's just him just being horrible to women in the street while drunk.
yeah.
Oh, just an awful. Like all of his great witticisms are just like "fuck you, you whore."
You,
No, yeah, the famous one that I
fat
remember was
bitch.
like
Yes.
some woman who was just like, oh, like if I were your wife, I'd poison your tea, and he says, ma'am, if you were my wife, I'd drink it. You fucking slut.
You fucking whore. Yeah, no, he was a repulsive slug.
As long as we're bringing up moments or things that we like about these movies, Haley reminded me of in the last one, in Attack of the Clones. I think maybe my favorite thing in all three of the movies is just the sound that those mines that Slave One spits out make.
Oh, yeah.
That was very satisfying.
Still with the hyperspace rings.
Just on Churchill, I was just thinking that Churchill is kind of the first like epic bacon sir.
The wits.
Editor's note here: Matt is coughing because of weed, not coronavirus. So please,
Yes.
please.
No, I was
concern.
choking because I was trying to say Winston Churchill, Tommy Gun Society.
Oh yes.
I was trying to get that out, and it was caught in my throat. Winston Churchill, Tommy Gun Society.
Look at this garbage
Remember that
costume design again.
dog shit?
Yeah.
It's awful.
It might-
You know what? It looks like she repurposed it for that Jackie O biopic.
Thank you. Hello, I am Mrs. President. I sound like this. Hello, I'm Jackie Kennedy. People thought that was good. People said, no, dude, it's a good movie. And I would look at it, and she's like, I'm Jackie Kennedy. How are you today? I am
Wait a minute.
President, Mrs. Mother. Hello.
I will not,
It
Matt.
looked
Matt.
awful.
I will not have I will not have my husband's brain declared dead by committee.
Hello, I am the Mrs. President.
I mean, they're similar characters. They were both elected queen.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Camelot and whatever the
that
other
is
Get
very
my head
true.
around that. She ran for princess. She ran for queen at 10. What kind of system have they got in Naboo? What kind of like kangaroo court like system is happening?
It's an East
where they're
Village.
electing-
It's an East Village gay bar. You run in, they scream "Yas Queen." The person who gets the most Yas Queens wins.
I mean, and Haley was saying that the youngest ever elected monarch of Naboo was 4.
It happens.
I like.
Oh,
that
by
they
the way,
build
was the monarch
the landing
of
platform?
Oh my God!
giant
YouTube
stone
just
Haley,
suggested
Haley.
Jackie to me.
Hey, Haley?
They're listening.
Was the monarch of Naboo ever a Gungan?
No, because they have their own rulers. They've got
Well,
the
wait
frogmen.
hold on a minute though.
They have
Like,
a
but
separate.
They've got their bosses.
No.
Yeah.
they're still subsidiary though to the Naboo, so they don't get any representation in the Naboo government.
No,
Well, then
they're
how did
separate.
how
they
did
just live in the pond. They're just.
but then
pond
how
scum.
did
No, they're
how
separate
did Jar Jar
kingdoms,
get
so
to be
it's
the
the
senator then?
2 countries, 1 planet.
Well, here's
And then-
so here you go.
planetary senators.
Here's another weird one. So these little guys, they're like the subservient lesser species on the planet, and these corduroy face guys, they're like the ruling species.
They're
Yes.
these are the banking clan?
Those are
No,
the
these are
bankers.
different guys.
Oh, right. Who are the corduroy people? What is their deal?
These guys who are
Yeah, but what
talking
is their
with the
deal?
pointy teeth.
Do they have a deal?
Yeah, no,
They got
yeah,
faces
they were
like
like-
that.
That's their deal.
I mean, that is a whole
That's
deal.
it. It's not like they're not
Yeah.
like the trade grap or like the Silver Guild or the Plutonium hegemony or like the Empire of Carpet
I really hate
Swatches or whatever the fuck.
R4's new chrome
Copper
bronze head. I don't like the bronze. Looks like shit.
Yeah, wait, what is the deal with this planet? I just remember that
They're
he
corduroy
to
men.
dry an
Okay,
iguana.
It's a
here's the
sinkhole
thing.
planet.
Why do they
Yeah,
live
no,
in
here's the thing.
skeletons?
because by this point in the films, they had used up every like major biome into its own planet.
Yeah.
And they had to have a new planet, and essentially it just looks like big grasslands with like divots.
This is
in it.
actually this was a Return of the Jedi design. It was a planet they designed for Return of the Jedi but never used.
You know what?
The
That is
sinkholes.
that is true. We have not come up, like science fiction or fantasy and film doesn't come up with new biomes.
No.
We have not done that.
Yeah.
Even if you were to look at something like Avatar, which you shouldn't because it's terrible, it's just like,
It's good.
it's a jungle.
Bite your tongue. Bite your tongue,
good.
Amber.
It's a good
It's
movie.
a jungle with,
It's a good
you know,
movie.
more things in it. But the idea of a new environment is something that like is almost impossible. Like you have to go to
it's
you have to go to Russian animation for stuff like that.
Cold swamp.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all you can think of is like mixing things that already exist into a third thing. Like there's no thought of a new
Yeah.
thing.
It's
like,
still
I can't imagine a new environment.
They can do an Arnold Palmer, but there's never a new thing.
It's all a mixture of existing ingredients, and of course, this is all.
How about this?
By the way, we're all doing. This is literally all arguments that are made in theological circles about God, right?
Well, I mean, these movies are about God.
That's a weird jump.
No, it's true.
How about this? Redwood Desert. Just a desert with
Still an Arnold Palmer, but I like it.
Enormous trees every once in a while.
Yeah, but that's just a desert with trees in it. That's just all it is a physically impossible
desert. No, but it's still an Arnold Palmer, though. How many times have you seen something? How many times have you seen something that's a landscape in a movie that's fantasy or sci-fi where it doesn't look like anything? It's like, I remember watching some movie in the theater, some sci-fi movie, and being like with my mom, and I was like, that looks like a cool planet. She's like, that's our planet. And like, she was right, but like what we do when we see these things is extrapolate it, and we're like, well, there's no biodiversity on this whole planet. It's a desert planet, or it's a whatever. Like, that's stupid. That's not how planets work. But like, I want new environments is what I'm saying. I want new biomes.
I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if it's possible.
You can.
Okay, how about a grassland, but instead of grass, it's just slime?
Hey, how about a grassland?
Thin layer of slime that covers
How about
everything.
a grassland, but the grass is weed, as in marijuana?
Now we're talking.
Okay, this is a good technique that Grievous is doing here. The spinners.
Spinning? He's a spinner.
He's riding
This
spinners.
is cool for 2005.
/spinners.
Yeah,
This is pretty cool.
This is what the people like in my school was telling you about, beating people up to Duel of the Fates. This is what they wanted. It's like 4 lightsabers hitting you.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, I have to admit. As a kid, it was pretty cool. It's cool. He's got 4 lightsabers. Look at him.
He's got 3 now. He's got 3.
You can imitate this and abuse other children. It's great. You can hit them with 4 things.
Whipping sticks around, yeah.
But like, they introduce a character of 4 arms, and George Lucas like can't resist like doing his weird thing for cutting hands off, and immediately like reduces him to 2.
Immediate.
The man is simply an armophobe, or whatever you want to call it. He has a perverted kink around some sort of arm removal. He loves it. He's a sicko.
And honestly, the sequels would have been better if more people lost their hands.
What if every character lost their hands in every scene?
It's weird none of them did.
It'd be funny if just in like the wide shots of the Jedi Council,
Queenie.
you saw that like.
I don't think so.
No,
see you later, honey. Sister, you're wearing that to the cotillion?
It would be great if you saw in like the wide shots of the Jedi Council that just like 60% of them were one arm.
Look at that dumb thing. Look at that dumb. This is
like
the
a
stupidest
thing that you happen.
I have always hated this thing.
I like it. I think it's
the
cool.
The wheel part is cool. The leg
wheel.
part is bad.
I hate it. I hate the wheel. I hate the wheel, and I hate the iguana. I hate the iguana even more than I hate the wheel.
Sucks.
I
hate the iguana, and I hate the wheel so bad.
The wheel is bad. The wheel doesn't make sense from a gyroscopic point of view. That's bad design. The iguana's cool.
So much.
The way the iguana runs is
this
so
honestly
funny.
might be my least favorite thing in the entire
trilogy.
trilogy.
my friend.
This scene was directed by
no, he
Spielberg.
lost his saber. Oh, really?
Yeah, directed, but like he was there. He directed the previs department.
Maybe because of how relatively ambitious it is and how disgusting it is for even pretending to be that good. That's why it's the most disgusting scene. I hate it so much.
It does feel like it was a Spielberg scene, but it feels like if you watch the Spielberg Tintin movie.
Yeah, it's like a disgusting,
whole kind of
perverted parody of a Spielberg movie that only a guy as talented as Spielberg could do.
I remember.
My stomach crawl.
I
hated it.
I was trying to think of the one of the only sci-fis I've seen that has created actually new biomes. I thought it was Russian. It's not. It's French. Planète Sauvage, and it's animated. And
is that the one where like people are like pets?
There's like tiny little people pets. Yes, that one creates new biomes. That's the only one I could think of.
I never heard of that shit.
Oh, it's great. There's like these weird big brain aliens that wear outfits that are like regular jumpsuits, except there are holes cut out for the tits.
Hell Yes, me the fuck up.
That does sound good.
I love when the tits are out.
But nothing else. Nothing else. Not the elbows, but the tits.
Keep those elbows away. Let me lose my imagination on the elbows.
Speaking of tits, though,
wait, Haley, are there full nudity Star Wars comics?
Not official ones.
Chris,
Chris, we have such sights to show you.
I was just wondering if they ever licensed
the one I'm working
officially. Well, you know what my email address is.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, speaking of tits and comics, Haley did share with us the comic book she referenced last time. That's like the Jedi who's the blue slave.
Yeah, that is one. That is one. Just, wow, yeah. That lady, she puts it out there,
and it was smut. It was.
Well, somebody also found a quote from Lucas where he says, "I never said that Jedis can't have sex. They just can't catch feelings." It's like he's literally saying Jedis can hit it and quit it, but that's it.
No kissing on the mouth.
Yes, exactly.
Which is awesome. I remembered another cursed Lucas slave girl kind of thing, and I have to find it because it was not good.
But I think what he thought that was because he wanted to split the difference, because he realized it was sort of like.
I think he realized people want sex in movies, which was a foreign concept to him.
It's like. You realize that, the standard that I'm assuming for the Jedi are so rigorous they're going to be alienating me. So it's like, no, you can be sexual, but then they're like, well, wait a minute, then what's the line between that and having the relationships that lead to, fear and suffering and all that? It's attachment. Well, that means literally relationships. So he's saying you can just fuck, but you can't catch feelings.
Which I would take to imply that there must be a cast of Jedi concubines.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's probably a Jedi like Littlefinger has on Coruscant.
No, yes, we have established this in the earlier films that cast are the younglings.
Oh no, but yes.
It's true.
Okay,
yes.
I want to point out this scene here is Palpatine is, after decades of reverse grooming Anakin, is finally shooting his shot. He's finally, just being like, "Hey, I'm the dark side. Ha!
I'm a boy standing in front of another boy, asking him to love his dark side."
So there's a cut lines that originally he spelled it out much more obviously. Darth Sidious has a line: "I have waited all these years for you to fulfill your destiny. I arranged for your conception. I used the power of the Force to will the midichlorians to start the cell divisions that created you."
Yes, that he was literally he was the Immaculate Conception.
Yeah.
Conceived by the Force.
Yep. They should have kept that line in. It's cool. It's cool.
And he just looks
and you know what? It adds a whole other creepy.
Yeah, see, he's got a little snifter of brandy.
Doesn't Palpatine just look so over?
A little cordial,
Oh, dear.
I never confuse children with angels.
Oh, my stars. I'm feeling quite parched. I might have to retire for the evening. This is simply...
Okay, I'll be honest. They did not get the animal movement very good.
I hate this shit so much. I hate it. Oh, it's the worst thing in the entire trilogy.
Gyroscopic movement is very bad.
It is not as bad as the factory fight. It was not as bad.
I think it might be worse than the
I like
factory.
the idea of riding an iguana. It's just that they don't get the movement is wrong. The mechanics of it.
It moves very uncannily.
That's not. It's like they didn't look at how an iguana runs, and they were like, it's probably like this.
Yeah, but I don't like the gyroscope either. I don't like any of it.
No, the gyroscope is just a thing that shouldn't exist.
Yeah, it sucks.
The iguana could be cool if it had been animated.
So they had half an idea, and instead they went with two entire non-ideas.
I really like the weird sound the iguana creature makes. The boga, it's nice. And I also like General Grievous.
Oh yeah, get into that carapace.
His disgusting organ sack and his really cool 1940s
my human heart.
He's got
Get up in them guts. Get up in them guts.
Also, I'll be honest, that is like not a very good protective cover for your actual vital organ.
No, Obi-Wan is hanging off something.
A human rib cage provides more.
Oh yeah, he's hanging down. He's hanging. Take a drink.
It's his classic move is to hang off something perilously before winning the fight.
Blorp.
Yes.
He shouldn't. Yeah, no. Amber's right. A human rib cage is a better protection for your heart than the.
That's a real. One might say that's a real Death Star weakness, except it's giant and huge and easy to fly through.
And now look at this fucking asshole. That blaster just saved his life. Oh wow! What were you gonna do, asshole? You had your thumb in your ass.
It's more of his Coruscant values.
Saved your life,
this is Coruscant values.
Wipe,
looking down
that
on
wipe was ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, that was. Yes, that I just looked down for a second, but was that the hexagonal or the 6-part wipe?
Yes, that was the half dozen eggs wipe.
Yes, the king's wipe, as I call it.
He got like whatever DLC PowerPoint had at the time. He bought it all before this movie started production.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan thinks blasters are uncivilized because he has Coruscant values. He looks down on the Second Amendment. Just gives everyone the right to have a blaster.
Yeah, he was part of Bail Organa's gun buyback program where they turned him into Jory.
But they disarmed the galaxy, and that's why the Empire was able to take over.
Oh shit! The Empire taking over was basically Fast and Furious. It was a gun buyback gone bad.
Also like Benghazi.
Yes. Also Benghazi. Yes. So the Jedi are Obama.
Yep. That's why you can't trust them.
And look at
the Jedi
Mace
predicted
Mace
Obama.
Windu literally looks like Obama, kind of.
Yes, and like Obama is also like doing a religious coup of the elected government.
Right, because he's Muslim. Because Mace Windu is Muslim.
Mace Windu is going to the Chancellor to institute Sharia law across the galaxy.
Yep. Hey, look, it's the Ramada Inn and Suites.
Oh, it's terrible.
You keep saying
good hair for her, though.
How bad the costumes for Padme and everyone are. There's like the female Star Wars community has like their own like subculture within the Star Wars fandom that is just all about these costumes. And like goes on trips to see the real costumes from the prequels for all the dresses.
They look like polyester trash.
They know all the designers
put
of the
together
prequels.
with glue guns.
They recreate like exact replicas, like
of these dresses.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wow.
This is like you go to like the New York Renaissance Fair, and that's what everyone there looks like.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like the Queen
Padme looks
Amidala
like the cosplay wife of a YouTuber who has been accused credibly of sexual assault by a number of underage
fans. She's very much a hubby type of wife and girlfriend.
Yes,
I love this.
Booby hugs. The booby hugs.
This track, this like horrible music that they're playing underneath though. I like that.
Well, I was gonna say, these costumes, are like a Ren Fair ship, but the original, the Queen Amidala in the first one, the Queen costume is pretty cool.
Hands-free coming in the Jedi throne room here.
Well, you can do that. You can do that with the Force.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, it's one of the many privileges it affords you.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that Lucas was saying. Like, you can jack yourself off with your own Force power, but you don't have to catch feelings off that.
I'd never catch feelings when I jack off, dude.
Did you guys go to
Kit Fisto?
People were very upset that I did Fisto and Ki-Adi-Mundi last episode.
Hey, Fisto.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
It wasn't my fault, right?
No, it wasn't. It was my fault.
You were talking about Kit Fisto.
I was.
I like these big squid-eyed people.
Hey, it's Fisto.
They're cute.
But I will say that I did intend to make that mistake. That was a little test to see if your fans could tell the difference between Ki-Adi-Mundi and Kit Fisto and spot me mixing up. And it did.
Oh, Haley, our fans are always willing to point out any minor error.
Kill him!
Oh, just immediately dispatched.
Yeah,
more like killed.
All I want to know is what
Kit
that guy's
Fisto
deal
killed
is.
instantly. Kit Fisto sucks. I don't care how cute he looks with his squid face. He was a bad Jedi.
He had all those tentacles, and he resisted like doing his. Like I would want a scene where Palpatine like cuts through like the bundle of tentacles.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
That would be so satisfying. Oh, those grimacing faces.
This is awesome. I love the scenes of him just like determinedly strolling towards this confrontation. It kind of doesn't seem to like be up to the urgency of the moment.
Anakin, you didn't lock your car.
He's like literally hissing. This flips. Oh god, this is also.
Why does he have the? Why does he? They just like exported Yoda's animations onto Palpatine now.
Exactly.
yes, the exact same move.
Yes, they did.
That's why they fight to a. That's why they fight to
After
a
Effects project.
That's why they fight to a draw later, is because they're the same guy.
It's not quite that.
Mad Scramble was really.
There he is,
good,
just
though.
strolling across the lobby. Just taking a mosey across the lobby.
It is a lobby, yeah.
Just kill his ass.
Yeah, don't arrest him.
Mace Windu, don't do it.
This is like deeply Jetsons-y too.
Yeah. Which is cool. I would like to live in the Jetsons' house.
Yeah, but with like better than like elementary school.
No.
Better than elementary school flame retardant carpeting.
Yeah.
That's some
There we
action.
go. His face is melting.
Grown acting going on.
I'm nutting for you. Morty, I can save Padme, Morty. Morty, he's turning me into a candle. Morty, I can help Padme. Morty.
You can tell Anakin's really traumatized because he's increasingly wearing more and more smudged eyeliner.
Yes, he's looking gother and gother with each scene. He's turning into Robert. He's turning into Robert Smith.
Yeah.
To be fair, Francis Ford Coppola did that in The Godfather with Michael Corleone. It's like originally he was shot very brightly lit, and then more and more is sort of bathed in shadow as he, it's sort of a metaphor for him becoming evil.
Yeah, and he did like a crease cut.
They're doing that with
lipstick.
mascara. They're doing that with mascara in this movie.
I need him.
More arm trauma. Oh, yes, another hand. Just get the disgrace of getting your arm chopped up before getting lightninged out a window.
Yeah, and it's like, this asshole's going to be all cocky now. And it's like, bitch, he owned you. He was going to kick your ass. He just trusted this idiot. And now this idiot's going to get his dick burned off.
I do love one of my all-time favorite movie things of somebody getting electrocuted and then their head turns into a skull.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Always great.
You see it flash a little bit.
You know what's a good one for that? Home Alone.
Yes, Home Alone 2, right?
Definitely.
Home Alone 2, yeah.
Is that Daniel Stern or Joe Pesci who gets lit up like that?
Daniel Stern. Also, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
When he turns into Satan for a second? Oh, no, that whole sequence is so amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's a great movie.
When John Candy gets his arms caught.
That whole movie is
an all-time great movie
fantastic.
sequence.
If any of y'all have not seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles in a while, it's a real winner.
That's a good
I should give that a rewatch. That was like a staple of childhood, that film.
It's a really solid comedy. Everybody's working.
Steve Martin, John Candy at their height.
I recently traumatized Chris and Amber and Will by making them watch Nothing But Trouble.
Oh yes.
Which is genuinely one of the most perverse and mutated films you can watch. You're like really in the brain of a maniac in the form of Dan Aykroyd. But I think we could all agree that John Candy's performance was like really good, and it was all
it was a dual performance.
It was a dual performance, and he was good. He was good as the Jeopardy, but he was even better as the mute, horny granddaughter who was
granddaughter. Yeah, who's horny for Chevy Chase.
Yes,
and
she
is mute.
Conveyed everything in her face.
She was just very expressive.
He didn't have to give that much. Like, he was clearly humoring Dan Aykroyd. I think most of the people in that movie, even like Chevy Chase, maybe not Chevy Chase, were humoring Dan Aykroyd. But I think he just wanted to give it his all, and I respect it. He was a king.
I do love, to get back to the Star War, I love that Anakin just turns on a dime 100%.
Yeah, he's a little bitch.
He's like, yep, well, guess I'm evil.
He's a bitch-made little bitch. Fuck him.
You know what, though?
He's been pretty heavily conditioned and through trauma consistently since he was a boy slave.
Yeah,
and as we saw in Attack of the Clones, he does turn on a dime here, but they give you plenty of clues that this is where he's headed.
Oh yeah,
he has killed a number of women and children by this time.
Palpatine's looking like a fucking uncircumcised dick right now. Jesus Christ! Yeah, put the cloak back on, buddy.
He looks so bloated in this movie when he turns evil.
Yeah, I don't think
so
they
much
quite
water
figured
weight.
out the prosthetics.
Now kill those witnesses. I mean, younglings.
I prefer the svelte Palpatine of Return.
Return to the Jedi. He's not like this.
Yeah. Post those slim Palpatines.
Let's see some slim Palpatines in the chat, folks.
Yes.
See, but he's instructing him to kill the younglings because
kill the younglings. Kill them all.
If he eliminates the Jedi's stock of boys, then that is a
got
most
to eliminate the boy
asset.
stock. It will raise your price on the market of boys.
He is to become the final boy.
You will be the most prized whole of all of the universe.
Oh God.
God. Oh God, the
Mustafar system's pretty good. I like Mustafar. Lava planet.
That's
it's just it's a volcano planet.
Gunray and the separatists.
Haley, how do you feel about Rogue One?
It's like my favorite of the new ones.
Oh yeah,
I know some people who have
unquestionably.
That view.
Unquestionably.
I could see it. I don't know. I don't think it's that great. I can see.
I don't think it's
not great. It's not
necessarily.
Great, but it's the only movie that I've seen since I watched the originals. That last third, that battle that gave me the feeling that I was waiting for.
I love all the
Return of the Jedi.
It feels like really natural callbacks, like the fact that they use unused cockpit footage from the X-wing pilots in the original Star Wars for that final battle, and it just fits perfectly.
Yeah,
there's a lot to enjoy. There's some really embarrassingly bad bits in it, but
oh yeah. But you got Ben Mendo, God,
yes.
Ben Nicholson, God,
you got Mendo, bloody Mendo, man.
You've also got the really hot, the X-wing pilot with the blue outfit with the mustache, the big mustache. He was in House of Cards as well. That actor, I think, he's good. He's hot. I like him.
Yeah, and so you got God Mendo, God Mickelson.
I think
and also Mendo
that there's a lot to like in that movie, whereas opposed to even my best reviews of the other new Star Wars is there's a lot to tolerate.
Yes.
No, but also Mendo's his character in Rogue One is the best Star Wars villain since Darth Vader because he's just a guy who's just a frustrated middle manager.
All he wants is to be employee of the month. That's his motivation. His motivation is to be employee of the month.
And as a result, his
Commander
evil
Cody.
is more affecting and sort of detestable in a way because it's more human and
it's more relatable.
Whereas,
his emotions are more relatable. His stakes are more relatable. He's more real.
Yep.
They should have had more Forrest Whitaker in that movie
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't. I hate it. I honestly hate it in any movie where a character just says, "Oh, I could save myself, but this character no longer has a narrative purpose, so I'm going to choose to die instead because it ties off this narrative loose end."
Yes.
And I don't like that. You got to go with it.
Because is decent. This fit.
Order 66 sequence.
Yeah, kill these fucking Jedi. Yeah, kill these pedos.
That's Ki-Adi-Mundi, right?
That's Ki-Adi-Mundi.
God damn it! What is the name of that operation that they did? The British were after Jimmy Savile.
Oh,
they did a whole investigation. Like a sweeping bunch of indictments.
Yeah,
that's basically what this is.
Hey, this is a new biome. Amber's missing the one
Felucia.
like giant flower jungle.
Yeah, it's not, yeah. That's
So I was reading a
Oh no!
It's not an official.
No, not the hot one. Look how low rise her Jedi pants are.
She's hot. Don't kill her. No, she's a dime. No, she's a dime. No.
I was reading this. It's not Wikipedia.
I hate it.
It's another website, but from what I understand, is they gangbanged her after they shot her from this other wiki that I was reading.
What?
Wait, what? That's not canon. That's just someone's fantasy.
That's the internet.
Oh no, this was on the Star Wars erotica wiki.
This is awful. This is haram. You know what? Saeed Khatub was right. This is all haram, deeply haram.
It's so sad to see all these beloved characters who we've known.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to know so much about and grown to love.
Of like John Williams doing the work. Like he made the music kind of makes you feel bad for all of these characters. You have no idea who they are.
These pedophiles who are meeting their just end. These fucking awful, disgusting perverts.
Like this is the storm.
Yes. This is Q.
The storm is coming.
Hugh is gonna do post. He's doing proof number 66. It's coming.
Yeah,
soon.
this is Q is Order 66. Correct.
And this is what the Q people want. Like they say, they want the celebrities to see secretly arrested with little ankle monitor. No, they want
and then eventually killed and replaced by doubles.
Revenge of the Sith is
apologies. I had a gross
story.
The
apotheosis of QAnon told from the perspective of the pedos.
I love that bit where Yoda.
Okay, we figured out what the Revenge of the Sith is. It is QAnon, but from the perspective of the people that they're going to arrest and execute. Here we go. Here we go. What are we going to do?
Here it comes. Time to
yes.
No. Yes. There's a few fewer class action lawsuits we're going to have to look forward to in the future.
See, people treat that as like, oh my god, Anakin killed several children and women.
Those were children
in the
but they were
previous
sand
movie.
people. They weren't really supposed to be there.
They were
quote unquote sand people.
Like they
had already killed.
They weren't supposed to be there anyway. It wasn't a big deal.
He'd already killed numerous women and children before he had sex.
They didn't matter. They weren't supposed to be there.
Before he lost his virginity, he had massacred a village.
But they weren't supposed to be there, though. It was okay.
Oh, it's Smits. It's Smits. Can you get some Jimmy Smits going in the chat?
Just turns out, basically.
Yeah, let's get some Smits going in the chat.
It's great.
Also, Smits is in Rogue One. He just Smits is
he's good.
Low-key the most reliable Star Wars performance of the most movies.
Yes.
It's Jimmy Smits.
Yeah, honestly, if I was to find myself in the Star Wars universe, I would seek out Smits. This is who?
I believe this is Jet Lucas.
The teenage Jedi. Oh, he just got owned. All right. He's dead.
I'd love to be murdered in my father's movie.
Oh, he's got the Jedi breathing apparatus.
Yeah, when you were saying in the first movie, you always carry around your breathing apparatus. I was thinking that it shows back up in the third movie in your little Jedi utility kilt.
So with the Order 66, this is just what I imagine whenever people try to explain DSA drama to me and which caucus is trying to take
Order
over.
66 again, didn't they?
This is just what's playing in my head.
Rights or whatever, I don't know. I have no idea. What do I have to say for you to not be mad at me? That's all I want to know.
I would just like a quick callback, though. Right before they try to Order 66 Yoda, I do kind of like his backflip double decapitation of the two clones.
Yeah,
that was pretty tight. That was pretty tight.
That scene, watch Empire Strikes Back, and then to imagine, you meet Yoda in that movie, and then imagine that Yoda. There's a scene of him doing double backflips, cutting people's heads off, and then climbing onto Chewbacca's back and getting into the spaceship from E.T.
Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool.
And flying off into space.
Incredibly cool.
It's what we always imagined Yoda would have done.
It's simply pimp is what it is. It's simply pimp.
God, if you told me that when I was a kid, I would have.
Yeah, it's simply pimp.
See, this is the first interior that looks like something you've seen in the original movies.
Yeah, the pipe fitting shit.
The blockade runner, right?
Yeah,
the Rebel blockade runner.
That all look like they're made of PVC tubing.
Commander Cody is such
Commander
a funny
Cody,
name.
what
All
are
these guys. Like all these the clones' names are like Bruce,
It reminds
Arnold,
me of
Cody.
the platform game Commander Keen.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Do you guys not know what that's a reference to?
No.
Commander Cody.
I know it's a reference to something.
Commander
It's
Cody.
like a 30s.
Yes, was one of the 30s serials that Lucas always credited as the inspiration for both Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Commander Cody, he was like a sci-fi character, sort of like Han Solo, like a space buccaneer, like Flash Gordon. That's who Commander Cody was. So that's the reference there. You fucking peasants!
I'm sorry.
You
guys watching all these 1930s serials?
Yes.
They just played them apparently at the movie theaters.
I know all that shit about mid-century culture, like Frank Sinatra and shit, because I watched Looney Tunes.
Yeah, that's true.
So you always get a 20-year echo in the culture.
There's always
that's
repeats.
interesting. Because half of the characters on Looney Tunes are just parodies of James Cagney, who had no idea who that was.
Marlene Dietrich.
Yeah, Marlene Dietrich and James Cagney and Edward
James
G. Robinson.
Yeah, I don't know who these people are, but I know them because I know those representation.
That was half of the criminal sort of gangster characters on Looney Tunes. For just Cagney and Edward G. Robinson, and also Peter Lorre. There's a Peter Lorre character on Warner Brothers cartoons.
Oh yeah, over and over again.
Yeah, he was a multiple appearances.
I did some more research because we were talking about Order 66 as the storm and arresting all of the black hat pedophiles.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys went to the ranch? Did you guys go to the Presidio?
Yeah, no, we didn't go to the ranch. We went to the Presidio.
We were at the Presidio office.
Okay.
We didn't go up
I was reading this book about the occult
Skywalker
secrets behind Star Wars.
Yes.
Go on.
This sounds very interesting.
So,
I want to hear it.
Okay, so the Presidio is a former military complex.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Was also allegedly the location where certain mind control operations were conducted and were to get sexual abuse of children at a daycare center.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
In 1987, the U.S. Army demolished the daycare center after an investigation found as many as 60 children were sexually abused at the Presidio Child Development.
Yes, I've heard of
but
this.
why would
That's a real thing.
Why would you have to bring in the army to demolish a daycare, no matter
because they were running the daycare.
There's all these tunnels under there, that the Army Corps of Engineers has to demolish.
Okay, well,
I mean,
maybe the Army Corps of Engineers could do something.
We did immediately before going to the Presidio Lucas complex check out what is that? The free clinic in Haight-Ashbury where they were distributing
Chaos MK Ultra.
And Dr. Jolly West was prescribing people mind-wiping brain technologies.
Yeah, so I haven't finished this book on the occult secrets of Star Wars yet, but they're basically implying that Lucasfilm is involved in...
Bitch, why are you using a
MK
cane?
Ultra
We just saw you in the last
control.
movie jumping around all over the place.
So my theory is that he can channel the Force sort of temporarily, but he saves it up.
He's full of shit. He's a lazy little asshole. Remember when you first see him in Empire Strikes Back? Hold on a minute. When you first see him in Empire Strikes Back, he's a malingering little turd. And he's a little prick. And it's eventually revealed that he's also Yoda.
That means that he is
it is his nature to be a lying little shithead. So he is a malingerer, and he doesn't need that fucking cane.
I would suggest an alternate reading of this.
I think it's a Force thing.
As we were talking about Lucas's many influences, one of them also samurai films.
Yes,
and I think this is the convention of Zatoichi, the blind swordsman, where the best swordsman will veil their skills behind an infirmity or disability.
Yes,
and then when anyone tests them, that's when they really show their shit.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
I like that this is a planet where they just harvest lava.
I think it's because the thing is that
working at the lava
chief
factory.
industry here is mining
Yoda
lava.
doesn't just deceive the enemy. Yoda deceives his friends. Yoda limps and capers about in front of everyone.
No one said Yoda was a good friend. Okay.
A friend is just an enemy that you don't have yet.
He's not there to make friends.
Yeah. What Jedi knows is just fake friends are everywhere.
It just makes it harder for me to trust Yoda. That's all I'm saying. I can't trust Yoda as much as I thought I could.
He's not asking for your trust, Matt. It's just your.
I just realized there's still a lot of this movie to go. I thought.
Yeah, there really is.
Oh,
there really is. There really is.
Somebody has to get the high ground. Oh God. Who's gonna get the high ground? I can't remember.
I did some.
Oh fuck.
If any of the listeners listened to my advice and watched all of Clone Wars before this, they would notice a character introduced called Ahsoka. I don't know if you know about this character, but they're like
let's hear
a 14-year-old orange Togruta girl.
Oh, that's who Rosario Dawson is going to play on Mandalorian,
apparently.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, so she started out as like a character for teenage girls. I was doing some research.
She was Anakin's
Anakin's little.
Wait a minute, she's not a Twi'lek?
No, she's a Togruta. They've got like a third head tail down the back, going down the back.
Okay, but still hot is what you're saying.
Still, well, okay. I found this on the official Star Wars website. They have this quote: "The maker also weighed in on her costume. Filoni originally dressed the character in a long pleated skirt. As she became the character we now know, Lucas suggested himself giving the nimble Padawan a short skirt and tube top."
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just want to throw that in there to the pile of evidence.
Okay. All right.
All right, this is the scene where Anakin massacres.
He kills the Trade Federation.
The moral majority Republican Congress of 1994.
Yeah. This is where you realize who's in charge. This is when Daniel Plainview beats Eli Sunday to death.
So is George Lucas doing the West Wing guy thing and just having these, where the West Wing guy is pretending to be on the news, having these fights and asking the real hard questions of Republicans. George Lucas is in the shower imagining massacring the Republicans in a Jedi purge.
Honestly, that's healthier. That's a healthier frame of mind to have.
Well, that's
Sorkin.
the
Just
issue
imagining
with
owning someone on cable news.
Is just managing libidinal impulses,
How uncomfortable are these metal collars to wear that you're wearing across your chest like Bale is there?
All right, hold on. I need a snack.
I gotta hear it. I gotta hear this speech.
This is how democracy ends. The thunderous applause.
That was the last movie.
It's the same thing, though. Oh, the younglings got. He dropped their asses. Brap, brap, brap.
It's what it looks like.
This is how democracy dies even more.
Democracy dies in darkness.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ah.
By a lightsaber, he was.
Oh, God damn. Oh, God.
You doing okay?
I'm all right. I smoked all my weed.
Okay. I just want to say that I never want to hear shit from Matt ever again about chewing on Mike. Ever.
I'm not chewing.
Ever.
I wasn't eating anything.
No, you give me shit about chewing, and you just let loose some wet burps. Wet. Those burps were wet.
This is what democracy dies like. This is what democracy dies like.
What? Amber, fair enough. You got me. Fair enough.
If you zoom in on the little senatorial boxes, you can actually see
in there? Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi and Liz Warren applauding Palpatine. But with the way they're applauding, right? You can tell they're not supportive of what he's doing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're doing the sarcastic.
They're doing sarcastic claps. Who's that bald motherfucker? Who the fuck's that? Who's the cue ball over there?
That's
the
Sly
one
Moore.
that he's fucking.
Well, who is that? Who is it? What's the deal?
Sly Moore.
What is the deal?
She's his aide and concubine who gave birth to his triple-eyed Cyclops son.
Wait a minute, so he had sex with her? Palpatine had sex?
Not in the new continuity, but in the original continuity, yes.
Matt, we've established this. We've established this earlier.
Okay, so he did have sex. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now I know. All right. There it is. The thunderous applause.
Yeah,
I told you.
You're right. You're right. I thought that was the last.
Brap.
The what?
I'm sorry. I fucked up.
This is so bad. This is so offensive.
No.
George Lucas just like, no, can we get one more like racist accent before we kill the character? Just give us
on the way out.
Give us one more
Me
line.
so sorry.
She discovered
Stop
the recalibration
using the
a long
cane.
time.
At this
It will
point,
take.
like,
Classic
why has he
Yoda
got the
line.
cane? Everyone knows now. Who is he trying to fool with the cane? Everyone saw him jump around like a little jumping bean.
Yeah, but that costs a lot of spoons.
Yeah, so he has to retain it. Yes.
He's recharging
Yes.
spoons.
Yeah, you're right.
Got you there.
He needs to recharge for the spoons. Okay, never mind.
That everything has an explanation, dude. You can try to poke holes in this, but you will fail.
Now I feel
You
like
will
a freaking
fail.
asshole over here. Hey,
The
I feel like a friggin' struggle. A friggin' struggle in the Stugats.
I love that Yoda is just like, he's feeling regretful now, and he's like, if only I can't help but feel partly responsible for how this turned out.
Yeah, a little bit. A little responsible, a little bit.
Fuck up. We did.
Yeah.
Palpatine made the Nixon mistake of recording all of his evil movies.
So, like, yeah, as you were talking in the first movie about how, you know, Obi-Wan in A New Hope is like wearing this exact same thing, and he's supposed to be on like his, you know, it's like his desert disguise, but Lucas doesn't realize it, so all the Jedi are wearing what the desert disguise is in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
It really
their
implies
uniform.
that Obi-Wan goes to Tatooine at the end of this.
in the
and, like,
uniform
literally
of the most
doesn't
hunted
change.
group. Like he's wearing the Templar colors after Jacques Mollet and all those guys got murked.
That's
By the King
a
of
very
France.
good analogy. Yeah.
Like you would not want to wear that when you went out to, like, you know, have your little peasant half acre. You would bury that shit.
You'd wear like a
You'd wear some
t-shirt,
peasant
a
homespun
t-shirt and some
or
sweats.
something, yeah.
I like Law and Order
A no
Obi-Wan
fear
Kenobi
t-shirt.
when he goes into investigation mode like this.
Well, that's apparently what the Disney Plus show is. The one that he's shooting now. It's
God,
sort of
he's
like
doing
a
a
space
show?
detective. Yeah.
I'd be up
Oh
for
boy.
Sort of like a
Okay.
Rockford Files with I honestly think that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of
If
good.
it's like a
actually.
Rockford Files with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it's Ewan McGregor, that would be really fun, and I would actually watch.
I mean,
it.
if that's what it is, I'm down.
I might
Honestly,
actually subscribe to Disney Plus if it was good enough.
I really
But
enjoyed.
it would have to be that.
The
It would have to
Mandalorian.
be like
No, it's trash.
like loose and goosey,
Mandalorian's
like
trash?
story of the week, and it would have to be breezy and fun, and it would it would have to be like the Rockford Files.
Obi-Wan Columbo.
Yes, that'd be fantastic.
just one more thing.
excuse
Yeah,
me, one
Dooku.
more.
One more.
Excuse me, Lord.
He's already got the
Dooku.
catchphrases.
Yeah.
Just be like, hello
Wait,
there.
hello. So you're not a Mando fan? Haley?
You don't want what? You don't want? You don't like the Mando?
I like
You
Baby
gonna pull
Yoda.
with the
I love
Mando,
Baby
mate?
Yoda.
Whoa, you
Oh,
go-
who do- only Matt
Getting
is sick enough
high
not to like
and
Baby Yoda.
just watching
Fuck Baby Yoda. Fuck
in
Baby
that show
Yoda. I hate
is
Baby
great.
Yoda.
But the actual
Baby Yoda
show
right
is
here.
quite bad.
Baby Yoda is Big Brother. Baby Yoda
They-
is the final
they gotta
hegemony that
stop-
you must swallow.
Why
to
It's
do
the
like
they
one of
end
those
your
sly
identity.
teddy bears.
They keep trying to make these MMA people actors. It's not good. I don't
Baby
like it
Yoda
in
is the
show. It's
annihilation
bad.
of the self. Baby Yoda is the willful sacrifice of like consciousness to the collective insanity. And I say no.
I say yes. Give me
I
more
say
Baby
no.
Yoda.
I say no to Baby Yoda.
Is it like all the Baby Yoda merchandise is finally coming out, but because there's a global pandemic, I can't really get any of it.
Just giant
Actually,
warehouses
to be-
full of dead-faced Yoda babies.
No, to be fair,
Staring into nothing.
to be fair, Andrew Cuomo has just declared the Baby Yoda industry an essential service.
God.
At least in New York, we can get them.
I despise the Baby Yoda.
I would like to see the baby.
Because you're a
I
sicko.
would
man.
like to see the baby cast into perdition. That is what I would like to see the baby done to.
This is another classic Lucas Star Wars move. It's like you become evil when you start wearing your hoodie all the time.
Yes, then you're like
Yes.
you're basically like a Columbine shooter. Cast him into perdition's wrath. Look at that stupid ship. I hate that ship.
Yeah, it looks
the Naboo
backwards.
It's like shit. I hate it. It looks like it's farting.
It looks
It
backwards.
looks like it farts across the cosmos.
She has a good ship in the first one, but they just keep
Yes,
giving her
the first
progressively
one's good.
worse ships that are the same. But
Yeah,
worse.
addition through subtraction over here with the
The one that
Naboo
becomes
shit.
Phasma's armor? Is that the
Yeah.
one you like?
She keeps like doing this Chanel dress thing that Marge does of her ship, her shiny ship. She keeps just recutting it into a new ship each episode.
I appreciate her her braid. She looks like a sister wife.
That would have been so uncomfortable. That Obi-Wan hiding in the ship.
Yeah, how long
Wait,
is
what?
this trip? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know when you've been in a plane for like 10 hours and
Yeah, it's
everything
awful.
just hurts?
Wait a minute, how
Just
is
the air
this
conditioning?
how is
Oh,
this the
awful.
speed and tempo of this movie this late after Order 66 got carried
What is
out?
that?
Yeah, I know,
chair?
right? It's
Like it was a half an hour ago, all the Jedi's were massacred, and now they're just sort of like sauntering across the cosmos. And
Well,
like
It
there's
goes on for
again-
like half an
again-
no
hour.
one's really doing anything with any urgency. Like what the fuck?
Again, Lucas doesn't like to make his characters rush.
No.
They're just
Well, yeah.
sauntering around.
Yeah, the pacing in this is death.
It's like you killed all the Jedi. This is a fight for survival. What's going on? Why are you meeting in a Ramada Inn?
Well, this is a little bit more impressive than the Ramada, Matt.
Yes.
Everything's on
Yeah.
fire.
A Days Inn by Wyndham, then.
The Days In by Wyndham lava planet.
Obi-Wan Kenobi was doing a reading to the younglings when he found out all the Jedi had been killed, and he continued reading for like another 12 minutes before going to address it.
He was reading the Baby Dooku.
My Padawan goat.
Oh my! Yeah. No. Yep.
The Forge of Hephaestus.
This is another entire scene which is just good because it has a good score.
Yeah,
Like it's
well,
just doing
John
all the
Williams,
acting, all the emotion,
real,
everything is
That
done
is
well.
like-
only
I'm sorry.
real
That is not
auteur
how
of the
pregnant
Star
women run.
Wars world
That is not how
John
pregnant women run.
She's pregnant with twins. She's about to
pregnant
give
with
birth
the
to.
future.
She's literally
she's
about to, and she's just, that's the one incidence of running in this entire movie, and it's someone in her third trimester with twins.
That's good.
Yes.
Everyone else has been sauntering around, even in the midst of murdering their mentors and helping lead internal coups against their religious fanatic co-conspirators. She's the first one to actually have to run. Don't get horny, Anakin. What are you doing?
No, she's like Obi-Wan wants to help you, and it's like, yeah, he's been helping me my whole fucking life, lady. I could do without a little less of their help.
And I was just trying to think of like ways to make this better. I was thinking about like Dune and like Paul is like Anakin with like some perspective, like he has a vision of his terrible purpose. Anakin is Paul, but it's like young, dumb, and full of cum. Being
Right? Yeah, he has no
And
understanding
unable to
of,
see the
of
future.
anything meaning
Yeah.
anything. Yeah,
And also, like when
Himbo Paul Atreides.
yeah.
and like also like when Paul
he is
becomes
bimbofied
sort of like,
Paul Atreides. That's true.
wait a second, and like when Paul becomes like Darth Vader and gets blinded and like goes into the desert, and then like it comes back later in the books, like he dedicates his entire life to undoing the golden path that he set everything on, and like Darth Vader just doubles down on everything.
Yeah.
You've changed. Dude,
He's
lady,
still-
you
he
were
hasn't.
with him when he killed like
Yeah.
a whole village of people, and then like still married him
But
after
they
that.
want
And
some
had
Their
kids with
entire
him.
relationship
there.
has been built on the slaughter
It
of
was
children.
okay. They weren't really people. They weren't supposed to be there. It was okay.
Well, no, we have established that like because that she is a monarch of a planet that has like an underclass of like
They were
a
about
a
as
subhuman
good life
race.
as
An
Yeah.
underclass of people that use their children as human shields. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Haley, are there any Gungan Jedis?
Oh,
No, they're the imbecile race. They
don't-
can't.
Yeah, they don't have souls. They're Upsilon semi-morons.
There's a Clone Wars episode where Jar Jar pretends to be a Jedi. That's pretty bad.
Well, you guys, of course,
I can't think of any other examples.
Acting.
The acting here is so good. You brought him here to kill me.
This is where we have to address it. The theory that
also, if someone is force choking you, why would you hold your own neck instead of attacking them?
Yeah.
And being like, stop force choking me. Or, maybe keep doing
we can talk about it. While they're fighting, we can talk about it. What about the theory that Jar Jar Binks is actually the dark Sith Lord behind everything?
Yes.
I mean, I've heard of that. I've never had the patience to investigate that enough to actually figure out what people are trying to say with
It's a
that.
pretty epic meme, Chris.
It's so epic.
I don't know if you've seen it on Inca.
Chris, you need to acquaint yourself with something I'm going to call
With Darth Jar
a little
Jar?
epic. And
Yeah,
it's called
and it's
Darth
like-
Jar Jar.
It's good because there's just enough evidence for at every crucial point in this movie, Jar Jar's buffoonery advances the agenda of galactic evil and the dark side.
He's the real Phantom Menace the whole time. Is Darth Jar Jar?
Everyone
one of those things-
who gets upset on Twitter about every time there's a discourse about how choking and sex is bad, it's because they only experience this from this movie.
Through this.
They think that's how easy it is to kill someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
get
no,
a little
and
out
then
of hand. Yeah.
You're going to choke me and then I'm going to get pregnant with twins?
The whole
and then
problem is
they're gonna kill
Anakin
me
didn't
during
choke.
labor?
You're just supposed to do the sides of the neck. Anakin didn't know that.
The Darth Jar Jar thing is something where I like the prequel movies just because I think that they're a silly good time. But anytime I see something like the Darth Jar Jar is the real Darth Phantom Menace of the whole thing, I just immediately feel so exhausted.
Yeah, no, it's like I would rather die than read this. Shut up. Please be quiet. No, stop talking. Shut up.
People who are still invested in the prequels.
Yeah, it's shut up.
They have to invent so much.
Anybody's like, hey, what about Jar Jar? Shut up.
This is the most Prince room. What the fuck is with this lavender ass menace of a room?
Pink and lavender.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is where Prince does his taxes.
Yeah.
Let me just get up from my desk. I've been doing
Yes. Yeah. Skate. Skate.
Where Yoda just bats away the royal guards, though. That was cute.
And
From the window to the wall.
And
the
only
sweat falls off my balls.
Only a Sith can do the electro hands, right?
Yep.
That's the one skill that the Jedi can't do.
Sith specific.
It's their specialty.
Yeah.
Except Rey,
the Jedi should just learn to.
They should just learn how to do that.
Learn to do that. Yeah. Why not? It doesn't seem like it's that hard. I mean, I guess it can turn you into a wrinkle monster.
Yeah, you can turn into a wrinkle monster. Do you want to get?
But he wasn't getting pussy anyway, so.
Yeah, but remember though, you can get pussy. We have to stress that.
But he wasn't.
Jedi and get pussy.
He wasn't from the get-go.
And that makes me believe that Obi-Wan was totally slaying Poon the entire time.
What about Yoda?
He had sex with Aunt Peru on the regular.
This is why the Emperor's great. He's just so much fun.
He's such a cackling asshole.
He's great.
Just this cackling dickhead who won't stop it.
Imagine how much better this would have been if Yoda was the gremlin from Empire Strikes Back and they were both cackling and doing pranks on each other.
God, that would be so much more fun. God damn it, George Lucas, you self-important asshole.
I think I mentioned this when we first see him in the first movie, but Ian McDiarmid is the only actor who knows what the... Ian McDiarmid is the only actor in this whole series who knows what tone the series should be.
Yeah. Can't be over the top, fun.
Just over the top camp.
Yeah, that's a campy bitch right there.
Yeah, Yoda was cracking his little gremlin jokes.
Yeah, it's like
right now it's dead serious.
Civilization.
Sneaking up on each other.
What is
throwing chairs
civilization?
on each other's heads.
Susan Sontag.
Exactly. Like the brainy gremlin, or like Bugs Bunny. Really, he could have been like a Bugs Bunny. And he would be like Elmer Fudd. And oh my God, he's
imagine how
he speaks.
More choke play, more breath play here.
Yeah,
but if he's Bugs Bunny and the Emperor is Elmer Fudd, that's fun. That's funny.
And
just
and
the
also
pitch of we're doing Yoda like Bugs Bunny with a lightsaber.
Yeah,
that
that's great.
rocks. Do that.
And also sort of
Yoda.
And Yoda's like backwards syntax is funny when he's roasting Luke, but when he's talking solemnly about like many children killed you have. Yeah, like it's just it's really whack. It's really bad. Intergalactic genocide you have started. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's all for like this like a little like slogan shit from to make it sound more like deep than it is when he was in the swamp.
Yep. So goopy, just rubber bouncing off each other. The Anakin Obi-Wan fight. Oh, this is the part that people always roast when they're just like waving their sabers. This fight is actually pretty dope.
Oh, I like this. They're both doing like force hands at each other. That's cool.
The force hands is very funny. It's like that's very Bob Fosse.
But I think
that's very all that jazz there. That's like.
What feels good about this, I think, is just the John Williams track.
Yeah.
I think if you put any action choreography, it would look okay to this if you synced it to this music.
John Williams is the only true auteur of the Star Wars films.
No, yeah, that's he's at the very least he's the only one who brings it to every film.
What I mean is that there's only a coherent like emotional narrative through his participation.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like he's the only through line. Lucas is like a weird presence who's both there and not there at the same time, and like very spotty participation. Williams is there every moment. He is the entire thing, but he's also has like a singular artistic vision that he carries out, and that is emotionally satisfying. Like when you think of emotions related to Star Wars scenes, you're usually thinking of the music.
Great
honestly.
cackling. Great cackling. So good at it.
I'm a prick. I'm such a little bitch. Did I do that? Like Tony Clifton now.
Wait, one of the things that I wanted to say before we get done with this is we did this off mic before Clone Wars, but we were trying to figure out what each of our like best cosplays from the Star Wars universe would be.
Yes.
Matt would be Dexter Jettster.
Oh, absolutely.
That was the first
I
one
call him.
Luke would obviously be, or Will would be Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan.
Yes.
That works perfectly. I think that I would have to be, just for our group costume, I would have to be Chewbacca.
You gotta be Chewbacca, Christopher. Christopher, you're Chewbacca. Come on.
And I think we settled on a Han for Amber.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But what if Amber had to limit her selection to the only prequels characters?
Only prequels characters.
Yoda.
Yoda.
No.
Amber would be if Yoda was 6 feet tall and smoked weed.
What if, though? What if? Did you ever think about it?
What if? Folks, just allow your mind to go there. If you dare.
If you dare. I can't do it. It's crazy.
It's too crazy.
It's too crazy for me, buddy.
Living in this world full of hatred and greed. What if Yoda was 6 feet tall and he smoked weed?
I might have to use that.
Shout out, Haley, Charles Austin and E1.
Haley, I know that you suggested John Prine for the outro. I think that we'll find a moment to include some Prine in a future Chapo track, but I might have to do Yoda is 6 foot tall and smoke weed.
What if Yoda is 6 feet tall and smoked weed, though? What if that was the thing?
Thematically appropriate.
What if that happened? What if he was that guy?
Haley, who would be your cosplay character of choice?
I don't think I would choose to cosplay.
So
you have to. We're all doing a group costume.
The only way to win is not to
Star
play.
Wars world.
I would have dyed my hair red, so I'd do like Mara Jade, who's like my Star Wars EU, hottie fave. But I don't have a. I don't.
The prequels.
I will say from the
it's
prequels
not
themselves,
cool.
the pickings are kind of slim.
I don't.
I mean, I understand it. I got Dexter Jettster, and once you have that, like you can't. Once you know you can't be him, what's the point? Honestly, Because he's he's a reptile. He's a reptile who owns a 50s diner on Coruscant.
You also have a genuine affinity for him.
And he knows all the goings on in the neighborhood. Yeah. He knows all the shenanigans and such. He knows what's going on in the underground.
He's the bodega guy from
He's
Harley
your La
Quinn.
Bodega man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I like these pajamas he's got going on.
Yeah, look at little jammies. Oh, look at little jammies, that little guy.
There's like hot rod he jumps into.
Oh, that is awful. That is awful.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like Jimmy Smith's like souped up Chevy.
Car, awful.
Oh, just going to Slumber Town. Oh, look, buddy, go to sleep.
It's a little prince.
Bye-bye, little prince. Bye-bye, little prince.
I would like
it's
to.
the Inferno Planet.
Cool.
Oh, no, it's the battle.
People do the Twi'lek cosplays. I would like to try that. Like the tentacles.
I gotta say, the Twi'leks are hot as hell, man.
Be the Twi'lek.
Twi'leks are hot as shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sprung. I have never seen a Twi'lek in either like in CGI or in the actual shit. I've never not been horned up.
Hey, chat, clip that.
Be the Twi'lek Jedi with the low-rise leather pants.
Dude, you're getting me sprung just
low-rise space leather jeans.
No, I'm a Twi'lek sexual, my friends. That's the species for me.
Clip that. Clip that. Matt Christman finally sicko mode. It's finally happened. All it took was the blue alien girls.
That's all it took. I got sprung. There are some tan ones. I don't care.
Yeah, wait, are the pink
the
ones
don't
that
care.
look like pink
I'm fine.
Twi'leks, are they the same
I don't know.
species,
I don't
or is
care.
that a different type of Twi'lek?
I don't care.
It's just different skins.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
all about the skins.
Whatever. I'm down with I'm down with the swirl. I'm down with the Twi'lek swirl.
The milky blue.
I am absolutely down with it.
Nice. Mm-hmm. There's a mint
Look at
green.
this shit. How are you supposed to care about any of this garbage? Look at this absolute shit.
It's not
It's
good.
pretty good, Matt.
It sucks so bad. It's garbage.
It's pretty good. Okay.
The sword fight is good when they're in the
bad.
building. Out here on the lava.
Just all of this garbage, like they're nowhere. You don't know where they are. None of it's anchored in place or time. It's
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
It's these
They have a
anime
point.
close-ups. It's anime close-ups, and then these like awful, like there's no. This is shit. It sucks.
He has
No,
a
this
point.
is actually-
He's gone black though, but the Jedi are not good guys.
Matt is right.
No.
This scene does pay a very good homage to Dragon Ball Z. Where, like, in between enormous power exchanges, they spend about 15 minutes just sort of staring and like grimacing and
Having
talking
Yeah.
to
It's
each
all
other. and
facial
explaining
expression.
Their
things.
emotional-
Yeah.
It's all facial expression warfare.
Here we go.
Ooh, you got
we
some
go.
high
You got the
ground.
high ground.
Here we
It's
go.
over.
Here we go.
It's over, buddy. You got the high ground. It's over.
Everyone in the
I don't even
audience
get
see
this.
that as soon
I
as
don't
he
even
landed
all
on the high
understand.
ground.
Once you have the high ground, it is over.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
it.
understands
Yeah, like
this.
it's so stupid.
That's a thing you just made up. Yeah.
No, it's
Isn't
a
he
rule.
good?
If you have the high
Isn't he
ground,
good
it's
enough
over.
to have a
Look, I
counter
won
to that?
check and mate.
No, see, there it is, though. He did.
Oh, this is
Anakin,
you
I
say
have the
that-
high ground.
You
The
say
floor is
that, but look
lava.
what happened. You make fun of him for saying I had the high ground, but look what happened. He had the
okay,
high
but
ground.
this is actually
Well, of
pretty
course
quality
it seems like you knew
ownage.
it now.
Yeah, he owned the shit out of him.
This is quality ownage when he just gets lit on fire and he's like, oh.
You stupid bitch!
We were rooting for you, Tiffany.
bloody
Tiffany, we
Tulsa,
were
you
rooting for
bloody-
you.
You bloody
Look at it.
plonker!
Why are his eyes
You're a
red?
load of bollocks!
This is good.
You and really
Oh,
selling
here it
this
is.
right
Here it is. Here it is. Oh, wait. Wait for it.
Okay,
Wait for it.
kill him.
Wait for it.
You're not my real dad.
Ah!
Yeah.
You suck! Hey, Obi-Wan, you suck ass! You piece of shit, I hate you! You suck! You suck! I hate you! Boo! Boo, Anakin!
I'm gonna buy a van.
There it is. There it is.
I'm gonna buy a
There
van
it
and follow
is.
the dead. You can't tell me what to do.
Boo on,
We were going to
boo,
open that
Obi-Wan.
restaurant together.
Kill him. That's not.
Obi-Wan.
Why are
That's
you
just
going to put him out of
watching?
his
Cruel.
misery.
This
Yeah.
is
Why are you
cruel. This is
watching?
awful.
He's just like, ew.
He's like, no, I'll just leave him there to molder and sizzle for a while.
That'll
teach him.
He needs to learn.
Anakin is
Turning into a
absolutely
charcoal
molding.
briquette will teach him a lesson.
And R2's like right there, like, how did it go?
Oh shit!
C3PO,
Everything
he's going to
cool?
help out.
Yeah, he's gonna make everything better.
Hey, is anything?
Wonder if he made C-3PO go get him.
This is like the Charlie Murphy True Hollywood story. Like R2-D2 and C-3PO were like, Obi-Wan, did you help Anakin? They're like, yeah, we just gave that bitch some help. We helped him real good. I also
Seriously, right.
I also
Sadly,
many people.
Anakin is burning to see you.
I don't want to be ableist. I don't want to be ableist, but isn't the fact that
Lie, not true.
Isn't the fact that Padme dies off this shit pretty pathetic?
It is. It really
He
is.
loses the will to live.
Come on, man! Like, there's nothing wrong with you. What is? Why were you?
I was gonna say-
She's just so sad she dies.
That's pathetic.
Yes.
What kind
And,
of
like,
loser?
They have faster than light speed travel, but they can't handle like a mildly traumatic pregnancy.
Yeah, there's a sad woman giving birth. They've never handled that.
That is terminal in this universe.
Their super futuristic world. No one has ever handled sad woman giving birth.
I mean, this
before.
is literally though how like George Lucas thinks of women though. Like he doesn't.
This is just like entirely, this little bit here is like a Marvel post-credit sequence.
Yes.
If this was happening
Oh,
now.
this is so good. I love this so much.
That goes on for like 15 minutes.
This is some of the best shit ever committed to film. I love it so much. It's shit like this. It's like
from what Will was saying earlier, they should have given George Lucas a Dragon Ball franchise in like 2006.
My balls and dick got burned off.
As soon as he sold Star Wars, let George Lucas do a Dragon Ball movie. I think that he would.
My dick and balls are gone. I don't have a dick and balls anymore.
I think he would actually kind of kill it. I think that he would nail the tone.
I don't have a dick or balls.
This is the most sprung Matt that we've had on the show in a while.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it, Falcon. It's disgusting. He touches it.
It hurts so much. Oh, my balls.
Yoda's meditating, thinking about them.
Gone the balls in the car.
Yeah. Look how expressive his face is. It's wonderful.
He's just imagining all those dick and balls just cut off.
Burnt off.
That's worse.
Cauterized.
Yeah. Ew.
All right, here we go.
Like a million dicks and balls.
Like a million dicks and balls.
And then silence.
Seriously, this is where Padme proves to be the lamest person in human history.
This is the Emperor Palpatine Medical Reconstruction Center. I think it's the official name of the building later.
You go in and there's just like 3 Persian plastic surgeons from LA.
They should have known something was up with this guy when he was running this dodgy
Look at that
medical
motherfucker.
center.
Look like a charcoal briquette.
Just letting him. There's no cover. He's just getting him soaked.
Yeah, he's just this wet.
It's so bad.
This wet, hissing log.
This robot is so over-designed. It's horrible.
This cooked
I hate
log
this
of
fucking
man
robot.
meat hissing in the fucking
Imagine
rain.
that is the thing that you give birth to. That is like pulling the baby out.
Imagine that's the last thing you see before you
It has
die.
like a fan on it. Yeah, exactly. It has like a cooling fan on it.
I mean, maybe you want a little, you know?
Jimmy Smits is rocking the Clooney Julius Caesar haircut.
The Caesar was still going on then. It's still strong.
Yes.
It was a horrible
that was the
time.
Caesar era. Late 90s was the Caesar era.
Horrible time for men's hair.
Awful. Look at this
You
charcoal
either had the Caesar or the little ramen.
Look at how
curls.
hot he is. Look how
He looks like a
piping
brisket.
hot. Look
He
at
looks
that
like a
brisket.
brisket.
That brisket is cooked. That's ready. Just carve some off of that shit. Jesus Christ. Just ladle on a little bit of molasses. and
Horrible
some
acting.
slices.
Horrible by Natalie Portman.
I'm
Go
kinda
to
wanna-
jail. Go to jail.
I kind of.
Why does she have this weird Art Deco archway around her pelvis?
Yeah.
Jedi aren't allowed to see vaginas.
That is
It's
a
only established.
Padme's commitment to
that is
being
a
alive.
5-month-old baby.
Padme's commitment to being alive is like the commitment of someone to like going to a party and being like, yeah, I'll go to the party. No, I'll be there. I'll be there. I promise. No, I'm going to be there.
The speculative robot.
Why is she making sex noises?
Hand scoops.
The little scooper. It's like an ice cream scoop to get these babies out.
That looks like the Jetsons robot.
Yeah. It's the maid.
The maid. What's her name?
Rosie.
Looks like Rosie. Look at him. He's so cooked.
This little bit here sounds like the Midsummer.
He looks delicious. He looks like delicious. He really does look like good.
Matt's getting hungry.
I am.
He wants some brisket.
He looks like brisket.
He kind of does look like
so crispy. Oh my God, he looks fantastic.
He looks like fatty brisket.
Oh, the cracklins are going to be so good. Oh my God.
It's that bit in Seinfeld where Kramer can't help but seeing Newman as the turkey.
Yeah, no, I just think Anakin, and all I think is just like, oh God. Like a smiling pig with a chef's hat winking at me. Like, I want to eat you, Anakin.
Okay, Revenge of the Sith has got Matt to admit that he's attracted to alien slave girls.
Oh yes,
that's it. That's his sexuality now, and would engage in cannibalism if it looked tasty enough.
If you could combine,
just as smoldering and crispy as that Anakin slab they had,
falling off the bone,
falling off the bone. Yes, I would.
That might be more of a vor thing for Matt.
Yeah, do you want to be with the Twi'lek or to eat the sexy,
I just want to have sex with the Twi'lek. I don't want to do anything kinky with the Twi'lek. I don't want to do anything.
Well, we're keeping. I don't want to do anything weird. I don't want to keep.
It's
no, I'm not kidding. I just want to
get the Twi'lek while eating the Anakin sandwich.
I want to have. But the thing is, it's like I want to have totally normal, like vanilla sex with the Twi'lek, like nude, like missionary position,
right?
Just shoving it in,
but it's with the Twi'lek. It's not kinky.
Right. So that's normal.
That's normal.
Yeah.
That's extremely normal.
Exactly.
Extremely normal.
Vanilla sex with the Twi'lek.
And the Anakin sandwich.
Yeah.
A pulled Anakin sandwich.
Oh, I would love it. Pulled Anakin sandwich. Oh, my God.
A lot of Jedi.
Here it is. Guys, come on. This is it. Greatest moment. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Ooh.
Not the drinks. Not the drinks.
Here it comes. Yes. Go for it. Go off, King.
It's like Frankenstein motions here.
Go off, King. Yes. Go off.
Yes.
Wipe.
And now to Italy. Another meeting.
Another rare room that actually looks like a Star Wars room.
Mm-hmm. Look at all the buttons.
They had to build it all. They had to make those walls.
I would press every button. I want to press all the buttons.
Beep boop beep boop beep boop. Beep boop beep boop beep boop.
There's no custody in Star Wars. You just take children. Yeah. You just say.
Well, I mean, they had like slavery, so yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think child welfare was particularly.
Even if it's slavery, there's no deeds of ownership. They're just like, no, okay, take him now. He's yours.
You know what? There's a real opportunity for a contract lawyer in the Star Wars universe because there's no one. There are no deeds or anything.
We have to set up a Pell Grant for Greedos to get out of bounty hunting and get into.
It's a lot of handshake deals, a lot of pod racing.
It's funny. Only
cash in hand.
Even though only 2% of the population are Toydarians, they somehow get 75% of the grants. I just think that's kind of interesting.
Okay.
Is there one instance in any of the Star Wars movies of a genetic parent and child relationship, like where a parent has raised a child?
Yeah, nobody raising their
like
kid.
actual.
Has anyone ever raised their own kid in Star Wars?
At least I raised my kid.
That's a good question. Has anyone raised their own kid in Star Wars?
Kids. Yeah.
Has any?
Because I was almost going to say Jango Fett and Boba Fett, but he's his clone.
He's a clone. So has anyone actually raised their own kids in Star Wars ever?
I don't think in any of the movies you see a kid and their parent as like a character pair.
Damn, you're right, dude. That's some shit.
Well, as a child of adoption, I'll just say these movies were very important to me.
It's almost as though
this is
honestly
an amazing amount of representation.
Why does she still look pregnant? First of all,
it's starting to
good
it's
question.
starting to
They've
make
got to
me think
hide
that, like,
the fact that she had kids. Anakin doesn't know that she lied.
okay.
This is starting to make me think
They're trying to make her look
George
like Ophelia.
This George Lucas is actually like a Johnny Gosh kind of figure.
They just have like.
They did the circle wipe over her fake belly. They did the circle wipe over her fake. I'm upset.
That rules. That rules.
When is this over?
This is the last.
I
scene, right?
I guarantee
No,
this.
there's one more.
This is the last 40 minutes of the movie, Amber. Don't worry.
I want to die.
We're in the last half.
Here we have to be reminded that it's all one synchronicity of bullshit. How if you hate one thing in it, you have to hate it all. So if you like any of it, you have to convince yourself it doesn't suck because you're still committed to the dumb mythology that you think is cool, and that means that they can do whatever they want to it, and you still have to commit yourself to saying it's actually, most of it's good.
Oh, this movie it's still going on. It's still going on.
There's a scene here where Yoda lands on Dagobah as well that they got rid of.
And he goes, goodbye.
Could have been longer.
I would just like more of this movie.
The first Death Star, if I understand the timeline correctly, the first Death Star takes them approximately 20 years to build,
At least,
and then the second one takes like 18 months.
Yeah, well, they're already building it at the
It's
time
like
of
Moore's
the
Law,
original.
but with Death Stars. That's a very funny joke.
Every what is it? Every 10 years, the
computing
amount of time
power,
it takes to build a Death Star decreases by half.
Yes. I'm going to kill everyone on this planet someday. You motherfuckers are done for. You Alderanians, kiss your asses goodbye.
They sealed their doom with that one.
Hey, you guys want this kid?
He got the shit deal.
Distribution. The Jedi really, they're learning from their ways. Now they're seeding out the children. They learned the lesson. We took too many
Previously,
children.
we collected the children to us. Now we are dispersing them.
Children.
Yeah, but
and let you guys do the molesting, and most of it anyway, and then we'll be there for some of the molesting at the end.
right. But hey,
We
what
have the boy slave.
are you going to make sure? Like, maybe couldn't there be some incest problems in the future? Yeah, we'll deal with that when we,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
You guys will be fine. Don't worry.
Great
about
music.
It'll all figure itself out. And you know what? It did. It kind of did. It all figured itself out.
Like the only reason,
Two sons.
this only lands because of the great, John Williams theme here.
Thank
Thank God. Thank
The
God.
last shot of the movie, which is like the last Star Wars movie, is Joe Egerton staring off into the twin sun.
Yep.
That's the end of Star Wars. Just how he imagined it.
Oh,
That's all I always
awful.
thought of it.
Awful.
Garbage.
What a
Brain
what a
melting
journey. This
garbage. Shit.
You know what? I think I'm willing to actually revise my takes on this. That this may be the worst one of them because
It
the
sucked.
last
so
40
boring.
minutes or an hour of this movie is so boring.
Interminable dog
It is
shit.
so boring. Oh
Cast
my God.
it into the fires of perdition.
Ford.
Shit.
Well, there we go. That
well, at
concludes.
least
Yeah.
That was so long.
I think at least from what I wanted to get out of this, I think we accomplished our goal, which is determining what once and for all each of these movies is about.
Yeah. I know. Haley got this one right. This movie is QAnon from the perspective of the people who will be wiped out when the storm comes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Jedi are the Geffen DreamWorks-esque network of rulers of the West Coast pedophile monarchy.
Well,
pedo monarchy, pedo-archy.
Any final thoughts?
It was a lot of movies that we watched, but this was fun.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was great.
Can we watch good movies next time?
No,
no.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I've never watched
Solo.
Guys,
so
I'm never going to see.
doing those.
I'm never going to see another good movie for the rest of my life.
This is a good proof of concept for. I'm glad we did these because I've been wanting to do a live commentary track as a Chapo episode for a long time. There are a bunch of movies that we could go through to do this with. I mean, all the canonical favorites. If we really want to get nutty, we should do Casino.
Yes.
Let's
but
do
that movie
Casino
is like
ASAP. 3 hours long.
Let's do it.
No more 3 hour long movies.
I'll do it. Me and Will will do it. Honestly, me, Will, and Felix will do it. I bet.
Amber, you and I should do Stalker.
Yes.
It won't be funny, but
it would be a long track of me and you going, "This is so cool. This scene is so cool. This is so cool."
I also do actually want to reward Felix for watching the one Star Wars that he did by doing an Avatar one. I think my favorite joke of this entire run through is him being like, the commentary track to Avatar would just be 3 hours of silence, then rapturous applause. But yeah, we should do more of these.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, yeah. So thank
from
you
all the
for
comments I read, everyone was very into you just doing more Star Wars commentaries. They want more. They want Solo. They want Rogue One. They want the Ewok movies.
Can we just do the original ones that are fun and good and have Han Solo in them?
No, because that's less place for you to have a good time.
well, we should
if the movies are good, you just have to watch them and be like, "Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That was
cool.
a good part.
Nice.
That rule."
No, okay, you say that, but it's me we're talking about here, and how good am I at making fun of things that I love?
Okay, so it's sort of like, what if this movie had a Jewish mother?
Well, who knows what the future will hold, but I want to thank everyone for sticking with it throughout the entire Star War.
Yeah.
We made it to the end. The Star War is over.
Kudos to you, sir.
If you want it, the Star War is over. And I want to thank Haley again for joining us for the last 2 episodes of this.
Yes,
She
thank
brought
you for your,
an invaluable reservoir.
insights.
An invaluable reservoir of Star Wars lore and knowledge.
It's true.
And humor to the
I'll
universe.
never believe in anything again after what I know now.
Yeah, I think the lesson from these movies is we need to find out what's actually going on at the Presidio.
Yeah, what the hell are they doing in there? Let's go, guys.
Something is happening.
Let's
we
make
will.
it happen.
We should deputize Liz and Brace to investigate the Presidio.
Where we will go one, we go all, baby.
All right.
Well, on that note,
are we all ready to sign off?
Yeah. Signing off.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
One more.
Yeah.
One more.
Bye.
And another one. And another one. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Out here in Burbank where the big IKEA is, asked Derek for lines, but he didn't have ideas. Betrayed by my friends, once again I see. Just rewatched A New Hope, Yoda lives in a tree. All Jedi are cops, excessive use of the Force. Yoda caught his first body when he shot a police horse. It's my solemn duty to inform you Yoda's gone woke. He got some new ideas when he took that first toke. All Jedi are cops, that's why I say agent. Yoda kicked off the Force, wouldn't go to rehab. Living in this world filled with hatred and greed. What if Yoda was 6 feet tall and he smoked weed? Clearing my throat like the green Robozoid. If it wasn't for President Yoda, I'd be unemployed. He came from Dagobah, but then he changed the system. First immigrant president, when he's gone, we'll all miss him. They see me in that Bugatti pod racer, they hate me. I'm seeing double, smoking that AT-AT. Yoda on the beat, colder than Asher Hoth. These college girls horny like Twi'leks from Ryloth. All Jedi are cops, that's why I say agent. Yoda kicked off the Force, wouldn't go to rehab. Living in this world filled with hatred and greed. What if Yoda was 6 feet tall and he smoked weed? She said, Yoda, can we get married at the mall? Skin like a tennis ball, eyes red like Darth Maul. This is an autumn jam for when the leaves fall down. My man Yoda's skin turning orange and brown. Don't touch my bong unless you're packing it this season. Yoda getting blazing office, don't care if it's high treason. Sipping Qui-Gon gin and juice at the cantina with Yoda. In Burbank, I bought the world's most expensive sofa. All Jedi are cops, that's why I say agent. Yoda kicked off the Force, wouldn't go to rehab. Living in this world filled with hatred and greed. What if Yoda was 6 feet tall and he smoked weed? What if Yoda was 6 feet tall and he smoked weed?
I laugh at the enemy's misfortune through the night. I laugh at the enemy's misfortune through the night.